Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Dreams of Arkos here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelle. I use he and him as my pronouns. And folks, I am very excited to be getting back into the Tomb of Zenos, which is how it's pronounced in the traditional Arkosian style, here beneath the city of Carassus here on Dork Tales. I hope you're all doing well this Sunday day. And if you're watching later on YouTube, be definitely sure to give this a like and a sub. Folks, we're back, and hope you're all doing well. It is October, which is weird. And I guess it was October last game, too, which was also weird. But we're going to be getting into game in just a second. Before we do, though, let's say hello to our cast, starting with Robin.
Hello, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, as does our lovely centaur Amazonian ranger, Deianera, who uses she, her, and also nay, whoa. Or nay, go.
I'm going to, hold on. All right, you're going to take 15 points of pun damage.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm at 14 hit points. All right, let's go.
Remember that you're vulnerable to pun damage, so I think you're dead.
Oh, I'm dead.
You're dead. You're dead. We'll have to pass over to Amy.
Yeah.
Happy Passover, Amy. It's October.
That is the wrong time of year for that, I'm pretty sure. And yeah. Hi, I'm Amy. My pronouns are she, her, they, them, as are the pronouns of my delightful sorcerer rogue Gwylan Halenan, our human. Very human, doing human things. Absolutely the most human that has ever humaned.
50% more human than the leading competitor.
Yeah, the leading competitor is definitely Tia.
True. And anything else from you?
I don't think so.
All right, well,
I mean, I'm excited about my green screen that I got.
Yeah, it looks fancy. It's very, very smooth. Well, speaking of 50% human, let's pass down to 50% human, 50%, I don't know, Millie.
I think I'm 50% cow because I'm beautiful. It's the hair commercial.
And you have best friends.
Hi, I'm Millie. My pronouns are she and her or they and them. I'm playing Tyria Zenos, whose pronouns are she and her, who is our ginormous Minotaur artificer who is happy to be back home where she's a bit of a big deal because she just casted a large person on self.
You're definitely a bit of a big deal right now. But you know who else is a big deal? It's Kelle.
Oh, hey, it's me. It's Kelle from up the road. I use she, her pronouns, and today I am playing Mystredo, the Medusae. The snakes are all,
they're all real, baby.
Him, they, all, yeah, they're all here. They're all here. Lenny is definitely a he. I don't know what the other one, we don't even have names for the other ones, so it's not that important. But I just wanted to say, hey, Torden Woodworking. Met him yesterday, fantastic, and I got cute stickers. So I don't know if you can see, I get +5 to sarcasm.
You sure that's not Mike's?
I love it.
No, it's mine.
Okay.
No, it's not his.
All right.
Let's go to Torden Woodworking and get some stickers.
Not sponsored, but they're cool.
They're very awesome people.
They want to sponsor. Hook us up. All right, over to Trazelta.
Oh, hi, I am Traz. I use he, him pronouns, and I'll be playing Forn, who uses he, they, who's also totally very much mostly human as far as Gwylan knows anyway.
Nice. All right. And all right. So, folks, we're going to be starting in just a moment. But before we do, I want to thank our sponsor for the episode, Bookwyrm Games. If you're looking for dice, they have more than 170 different types of dice, from gemstone to resin to acrylic to liquid core, edible dice included. You can go to bookwyrmgames.com and also find a number of additional things to make your gaming experience wonderful, like their quest chests, like their jewelry, like their familiars, including a wonderful rose dragon familiar that Robin has hidden somewhere. You can also go check out their brand new line of gaming tables that they're working on, as well as a cup of tea to have while you're sitting at your brand new gaming table. All of that can be yours at 10% off if you use code DORKTALES. That's right, code DORKTALES will save you 10%, which, when you're talking about like a gaming table, is a lot of money. So definitely consider heading to Bookwyrm Games right now. Thank you, Bookwyrm Games, for being our sponsor and for being amazing people. You're awesome. And also a big thank you to Bones Coffee for fueling this stream on a Sunday morning. Where are we talking about? We're talking about Bones Coffee. So Bones Coffee is a place where you can get tons of different flavors of coffee, so much so that if you're on any type of diet, you don't even need sugar for it a lot of the time. It's pretty fantastic. That's how I got into it, and you can get into it too and save 20% by using code DorkTales. Do it, because I get money if you do it. I'm being honest. And it's actually good coffee. Like, it's really, really good. And, except I gotta be salty about one thing. They took away one of my favorite flavors, the key lime pie, and then they reintroduced it as a special expensive Loki flavor. And it's Chaos Key Lime
Loki
Pie.
flavored?
It's Loki flavor now, so they just renamed it. It's now
See,
Chaos
I
Key
never tried
Lime.
the key lime pie, and I want it.
It tastes like key lime pie. It tastes like limes, a little bit of dirt, and then some graham cracker. Because key lime pie tastes a tiny bit like dirt. Like, just a tiny bit. Like, they sprinkled... Like, the limes weren't washed all the way. I don't know. That's just how I taste it. Anyway. Folks, last episode, we descended into the bowels of the Tomb of Zenos in search of a passageway into the Feywild. The characters went through, picked a direction, and followed it, much to the exclusion of common sense when they came across a puzzle they could not solve. Instead, they caused a ton of racket, being targeted by some of the clockwork creatures inside of the labyrinth, eventually overcoming them at great hardship. And then getting frustrated, making Tyria grow to about 12 feet tall, and then she just broke the door down in front of her with her hammer.
That door knows what it did.
It did. I don't think it does anymore. You killed it. You got a nat 20
Like, knew. At least briefly it knew.
It knew.
I know. I remember how poorly I rolled all of last game, and then punched the door, nat 20.
Except you did pretty well against Gwylan.
Right. But I don't
Yeah,
accept
that's
blame
true.
for that one.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so with that, we are going to continue our dungeon diving into the labyrinth beneath Carassus, the Tomb of Zenos. And with that, let's begin our game. All right, switching over to our map screens right now. There is a cacophonic slam as the door falls in front of you. The wreckage of those clockwork tigers lies strewn about the ground here in the labyrinth of Zenos. The way in front of you is now open. The sundial, moon dial, whatever it is, the butter-greased dial that lies down that corridor, now forgotten. The passage stretches ahead of you. You can see that it opens both to the north, the south, and directly in front of you to the west. What do you do?
To be honest,
Deianera-
lumber ominously forwards.
I was gonna say Deianera's gonna slowly
Directly
go forward and
ahead.
try and listen.
Okay. All right. So you lumber ominously forward. Deianera scoots in front of your titanic form, Tyria. And Deianera, if you'd like to make me a perception roll, you may.
Yes, and I'll probably actually get Sophos to go maybe up the north passageway a little bit and see what he can do, because he can also.
Does Sophos have any condition immunities?
Yes. 1 second as here we go. He is immune to poisoned, charmed.
Perfect. Then can I get you to do me a favor and make me a wisdom saving throw for Sophos?
Perfect. Also, he is immune to any spell that would alter his form.
Perfect.
Oh no, Sophos. We start the game with inspiration, right?
You do.
Okay. I would like to use it on that 3 that I rolled for Sophos.
Okay. Then we're going to set a precedent that you can spend for your familiars. That works for me.
I thought. Oh, I didn't know if that.
It's always
I
been
thought
up in
that's
the
what-
air, but if that's what we're going to go with, I'm fine so long as that goes forward. Everybody's cool with that? Go ahead and spend it.
Okay, cool. I rolled a 5 after that. Good job, Sophos.
A 5.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 4.
Sophos flies up the northern passage, and you can see that it branches off to the left and to the right. He flies off to the left, and you can hear the sound of his metallic wings. And then nothing.
Huh. As in they suddenly come to a stop, or like a screech and a crunch, or just suddenly flap, 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 nothing.
Flap, 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 nothing.
Huh.
What do you do?
Deianera's going to do one quick whistle for him to return and see if he returns.
There will be a soft shriek, and Sophos will return from around the corner.
What happened, Sophos?
It speaks to you in that clockwork cooing that it does, but will be agitated. Does Sophos have emotion?
I always thought he did, because it's basically the stim fae is an extension of...
Then Sophos will land on the ground in front of you and let out a couple of angered chirps and whistles. And will kind of hop around and make me another perception roll. Actually, if Tyria, if you are watching as well, you may also make this roll.
Sure, sounds good.
Also, I understand Sophos completely, so if he's saying things...
Mm-hmm. I'll translate in just a minute.
If not, if he's just... Okay, cool.
I have a 12.
A 12?
Oh my god.
So, Sophos is a really surprisingly advanced piece of technology. It's the type of thing that you would make, but just a different style, right? Like different types of consumer electronics between Japanese and American. It's just a different mandate, a different ethos of the tech. But as Sophos is jumping around, you're going to start hearing a bunch of creaking coming from its joints. And Deianera, what'd you get on your perception roll?
15.
15. You're also going to notice that as well. Sophos's joints, particularly around its legs and around the joints of his wings, are creaking slightly. And he's going to look up and be like, "You set me in there and then you just left me. Very rude. Very rude."
What do you mean, Sophos?
It has been 22 cycles since I've seen you. You didn't even come looking for me.
It's been minutes, Sophos.
I haven't been oiled in 3 weeks.
Come here. I will attend to you. And Deianera's gonna suddenly...
Squeaky, squeaky,
She'll look
squeaky.
through her bag for some stuff that she uses to maintain Sophos.
Gonna scrunch down closer to you. Which direction did your bird go?
North, and then which direction did you go after north, Sophos?
I followed it.
I think at north, Tyria is just gonna aim south and start walking.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I think Gwylan is kind of came up to the door and was just kind of waiting behind, giving Tyria a bit of a wide, just a little bit of distance. Nothing personal, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Forn's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself the one time he can do it.
Okay.
That'll be 6. That'll heal for 6, then make his way to where Tyria was. Also giving her distance because Angry Cow with Giant Hammer is kind of scary.
It's true. And I believe Enlarged Person's going to last for another minute or so.
Yeah, it doesn't last very long.
Okay. And Mystredo, what are you doing?
I think she was just watching to see what was going on because we finished battling something, correct?
You did. A pair of clockwork tigers
Yes.
made out of brass
That's
and
right,
cogs.
the tigers. Okay, so, I guess, well, hearing the little bit of chatter about from Deianera that about time, so she's curious. She wants to go see what's going on. Time vortex sounds fascinating.
Sure. All right. So, allow me to describe the scene for you. So, as you step forward, Tyria, you are going to see, and Mystredo, you can walk up and see this as well. In fact, all of you can kind of approach this corridor that you're coming from. You're moving in from the east. Here, a large, about a 12-foot wide passage continues directly to the west, going straight through.
Okay.
However, the passageway to the west is strewn with webbing. Floor to ceiling inside of this maze, there are these giant ropes of spider web. To the north and the south are 2 equally large passageways that immediately split into 2 separate passageways each. To the north, they separate around a flat wall, heading, you would assume kind of like in just like a broad right angle fork. However, to the south, it does the same thing, but you can see that the eastern tunnel opens into a chamber. The southwestern continues quite large and looks like it winds down past your vision.
Well, was wandering south, but if people seem to be hesitating, then she'll stay back and see what the group decides to do.
I mean, Deianera's gonna follow. Sophos lost 3 weeks. I don't think we should go somewhere where we're stuck for 3 weeks.
Fair
What
enough.
about 3 weeks?
Agreed.
yeah, could you
Sophos went
fill in the
north.
crew, rest of us?
Yeah.
Sophos went to the north and he came back after a few minutes and said that, and he looked like he had not been taken care of in 3 weeks. For him, time passed.
Differently.
Which way was that?
North.
North. Oh, then we don't want to go north.
Well, didn't we decide just go left when we first got in here? Which way's left? Is that south?
Yes.
And Golin's kind of like pointing at the different things, like, okay, so what's immediately to the left? Let's go that way.
All right.
Yeah, I'd rather avoid the
That's
spider
nice.
webs. We might wake something up.
Mm,
Yes.
Honestly,
agreed.
considering how much noise we've been making, they're probably already awake.
Mm.
What? Who has
How
a
much longer am I still ginormous? Sorry,
as
to
you
interrupt
start
at
to
the
step
same
to the
time.
south, you are going to go woo 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 back to normal.
Okay. I was wondering if I had time to put that door in the way of the spider passage.
I'll say that
Alright.
you can do that. You can grab the fallen door and
Okay,
put it in the way of the
sounds
spider
good.
passage.
Sweet.
And
Thank
then
you.
swoop down. Give it a
Ooh,
good pat for
Oh,
good
that's
measure. you know.
brilliant. Because if we hear a loud banging and it falls, we know something's
Then
coming.
We know that's that's
Or
very
if we're
smart.
lucky, it falls
Yes.
on them.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Left.
I guess we're going.
All right. There is a door in the spider webs now.
Yay.
Oh, good. Yay.
Heading to the
Oh.
south.
Oh.
What's up?
Nope. Just seeing what's in there. Kelle is just making noise.
As you step into the room, it is a large square room bereft of any type of decoration aside from a layer of ash on the ground. There are piles of it that collect in the corners of this room. You can see the occasional bit of cobweb dancing from the ceiling, but that's more set decoration than anything else. There's a single structure inside of the room, a large minotaur head, contorted like a demon. In fact, is it a minotaur? It has the type of bovine nostrils and the horns that arc down across its cheeks underneath, but anybody who wants to can make me a religion roll.
Okay.
Oh, I can.
Oh, I love rolling things like that. That's a 7.
That's clocked.
I'm
Okay,
gonna roll
wow,
my
that's
new
better than I thought.
dice and
That's a
see if
14.
it looks good.
That's an 18 for me.
That's a
5.
3.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. So the person who rolled an 18, looking at it, that was Forn, you are going to recognize this appears to be some type of horned monstrosity. It's a fiend. And looking at it, you think, it does kind of look like a minotaur to everybody else, but looking at it, you are going to recognize that it has more of a dog-like face. And it has this kind of like bulldog underfangs there. It is a statue of a Glabrazu, a particularly potent demon. One of the, and I say demon specific, not a devil, a demon, known for being definitely a heavy hitter inside of the realms of hell. It's a 4-armed monstrosity with spikes jutting out of its shoulders like pauldrons, and the ability to pincer with its immense, like, lobster claws. And looking at it, all of you are going to see this, and there's something glittering in the dimness here. Wrapped around its lower tusk, or what else can it be called, really, is a red bit of yarn that looks like it's hewn out of garnet. It shimmers like garnet or ruby dust, and you can see that inside of the mouth is a ball of yarn.
Tyria, is it normal for these labyrinths to have statues of demons?
Everything here is weird, which is normal. So, yes, to give you a little pat on the head.
There's ash on the ground, right?
There is.
I'm going to guess that this room is purely a trap. And I'm not going to try and take that garnet yarn from that demon. And Deianera is just gonna walk out the room because nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna explain what exactly that thing is.
Demon
Or are we just gonna
Glabrazu. 4 arms. Not something you want to mess with?
Duly noted.
I like the pinchers.
Yeah, I don't think I would be on the wrong end of them, though.
Well, it is just a statue.
Are you sure about that?
Can I stealth forward and approach this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Absolutely.
say there was a ball of yarn?
There
Did I
is.
hear that correctly?
Yes, and it looks like red yarn that has been like woven out of gemstone.
What the heck? I definitely want to get a closer look at it, though. So sure, let's go approach that and see what happens.
All right, make
But
a stealth roll.
stealthily. Yep.
Mystredo is fascinated with this too. Kelle is also fascinated because you said yarn.
I said yarn. Yes, and you're a cat.
You said
so that
yarn.
makes-
Yeah, in my real life, I am a cat.
All right.
That's a good old 11.
Okay. I'm going to roll for the statue to notice you.
No, that's terrible.
As far as you can tell, the statue does not notice you.
Good.
Gonna lean down to try to whisper in Forn's ear. See, I told you it's just a statue.
Forn seems unconvinced and worried.
Okay. And can you do me a favor? And you're getting close to it. What are you doing?
Stepping carefully and trying to get a better look at the statue and this weird yarn. So
This-
just like,
The statue is very detailed. You can even see like the little spots that exist alongside of what you think are probably its ears. You can even see like the texture across its nose, just like a dog's nose, how it has that kind of like broken earth consistency.
do I know what petrified beings look like?
They look just like statues.
Huh. That's an awful lot of detail to put on something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look to see if it's breathing?
Absolutely. Make me an
Does it
investigation.
have
roll.
eyes open? Or is it
It-
like eyes closed?
Its eyes are carved to look like they are open. So,
Okay.
but they are just a sheet of stone,
Okay.
a smooth expanse of stone, an orb.
Okay, I do not want to touch this
Okay.
because it's probably a trap, but I want to try and see if I can get any closer, further information out about this.
Sure.
Which means getting right up close and personal with it, I guess.
It does.
Yeah. So if I was going to just try and figure out what the heck is up with the yarn, would that be like Arcana? Would that be?
Oh,
Would that
well,
be
what
history?
are you trying to pull out of it? What is your goal? What are you trying
So
to
it
learn?
looks like it's gemstone. I guess I'm trying to figure out how that's possible to make a yarn out of gems, and also what purpose it might serve.
That would be more of an Arcana roll then, if you're trying to do the yarn. So basically, just to re-describe this, picture like a ball of yarn. It is set on its tongue, and a part of it is wrapped around its lower right tusk.
Yeah, so she's looking kind of like where it's at the tusk as opposed to straight at the mouth.
Okay, sounds good. So make me an Arcana roll.
Okay. That's a 12. That's a better roll than I've been doing so far.
Is that a total of 12?
Yes.
Okay. You have determination if you want it.
That sounds like a suggestion. Sure, let's apply my determination.
Okay, so focusing on that, you know that yarn has a couple of different significances. This is obviously magical. There's something mystical about the way this has been woven. And as you are looking at it, you are going to see that, well, this is crafted by a sublime artisan. Whatever type of loom would have been able to process this, whatever type of sheep this wool would have been pulled from, this yarn would have been made from. God, you'd love to own that sheep. Wonder how the mutton would taste, but no, focus down, Gwylan. As you are thinking about this, you remember that there are stories of yarn being used to overcome labyrinths in the past. Aside from that other one where yarn is used to forge connections between people, there are some of the provinces, some of the countries around Ylos also also use it in wedding ceremonies or binding ceremonies for legal contracts. But looking at this, you'll also see that this could probably be woven into a piece of a garment. So it looks like there are multiple ways this could be used. At the very least, it is one hell of a component, and probably worth several hundred gold pieces. Can you afford not to take it?
Well, if the alternative is death, then yes.
Oh, okay. That's those levels in Sorcerer arguing with those levels in Rogue.
I think she's gonna... Yeah, I think she's gonna step back. I don't think she's gonna approach this any further. Although now she's sort of regretting that we didn't bring a ball of yarn in case we get lost in here. So.
Mm-hmm. And I just realized that
We're always going right, left.
I have the wrong map frame up right now, and you're only listed as a rogue on it. I'll have to fix that later. Before the YouTube comments come in. There we go. I loaded the wrong map. Alright. So, Traz.
Yes.
Forn is inside of the room as well. What are you doing?
Kind of waiting to see if the statue's going to react, to see if I need to go grab Gwylan. Because he's quick enough.
No, it doesn't seem so. Gwylan backs away, and the statue acts exactly as it has been. Does not move at all.
Goes to Gwylan, you're not possessed, you're still you.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Are you just leaving it?
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
It's also probably a trap. And I like being alive. Especially since most recently I was very close to not being alive.
Yeah,
Yes.
dying tends to suck.
Take a
You speak
very, very, very short rest to try and heal a little bit. Bandage our wounds.
It would be easy to set up defenses inside of the statue room.
Oh, I would go into the sundial room if we were going to do that.
We should probably determine what's down the next hallway beforehand. But I'm hesitant to just leave it here. It's so pretty. It's red. Red is, somewhat special to me.
Oh, no.
But it's
Why is red special?
Well, I can't see any other colors, so...
Really?
Oh,
but why but why is it here? And if somebody else had come by before, why would they not have taken it?
Well, it clearly
You
wants
see
to be
the
noticed.
line of ash on the ground? I'm sure that was
That's-
the person that came before.
Quite likely. Quite likely.
That's what I'm thinking. Yes. So I don't think it's going anywhere. I think we could.
Does it look like there's like a person-shaped or person-sized pile of
Is it a
ash on the ground in
person-sized
front of this
pile?
thing, or?
Do you want to step into the room and make an investigation roll?
Absolutely.
Cool. Sounds good.
Mystredo step back.
I have a 15.
A 15. Looking through it, you'll see that there is a large amount of ash on the ground. A lot of it looks to be like burnt materials, like paper or cloth. But as you are flicking through, you will find what looks to be like a chunk of a spinal column. That telltale kind of ring, like circle shape for like marrow bones. And as you are kind of kicking around that, you are going to start to feel a little odd, Tyria. You keep...
Oh, I think you're right. This must be bone something.
It's so glittery.
It's so shiny, though.
It's so pretty.
I can't let it just stay there.
It's so red. Can you do me a favor and make me that save?
Yeah.
oh no.
Do. Imagine having a curse. Hang on, let me
Imagine
pull it up
having
here.
a curse, and I don't have any Hurt the Moors, luckily, so...
Did you already
Actually,
use
I
the
have
one
no
that was
idea if there's
bought?
a save on this.
Oh, how many were bought?
Automatically triggers.
How many do I have?
Oh, I thought there was one bot. I don't see it now, though. Okay.
Oh.
No, there's only been determination bot. I didn't know if you had any from last game though.
No, I used them all.
Never mind. I'm
Pretty level
hallucinating.
pain
I
we
totally
had.
thought someone had.
You can always hallucinate
Nope.
as a treat.
There were
So-
Herthemores from Dragonlance. I just cleared
so
the
many.
stuff from.
All right, so
earlier.
Oh, that's
Tyria.
probably what it was then.
It just says prolonged exposure to very bright shades of red automatically triggers this.
Okay, then one moment, please.
I'll go pull stats.
Yep, I am going to boop boop boop. That is going to be. Nope, that's a bullywug. That's wrong. Do they not have just a? How do I not have a token for this? I have a winged bull. You know
Well,
what?
I don't think I can quite do that one yet.
For the sake of
but-
argument, it's going to be a winged bull because I can't find a token for anything else. And that's large size? If I'm not mistaken?
Yes, a large unaligned beast.
Sounds good.
To be honest, terrible stats on this thing other than being large.
That sounds great. All right, so pardon me one moment. It's going to come in huge. Yep. Not that large. Okay.
Tyria wishes.
Tyria, you are going to spend some time looking at this. And as you do, you are going to feel this strange tickling that begins with your nose and starts to ripple up your fur. And then everything around you is going to start throbbing and pulsing, becoming redder and redder and redder, expanding from that red glittering yarn as it overtakes the walls, as it bleeds into every bit of your perception. And then you're going to get a little dizzy and a little sneezy and are going to start to smell baklava. And the next thing you know,
Ooh.
all of you are going to turn, glance in, and Tyria is going to, drop to her knees.
Hey, Tyria, you okay?
And then her clothes are going to melt into fur that expands out of her thighs. Her thighs become massive haunches. Her hips expand into these immense flanks, and you see this ripple as her entire body becomes overtaken by this transformation as she becomes an immense bull. I would like an initiative roll.
Oh, no.
This sounds awful.
Do I also need to roll initiative?
Yes.
Please do not make me go first.
Oh
Wait.
dear.
Oh, damn it. 15.
I have a 19 because I rolled a 19.
All right, anybody beat a 19?
Nope.
I have an
Thank
18.
goodness.
not.
Thank goodness.
Is your initiative mod existent?
Traz, I'll trade you numbers. I want to go last.
All
My
right, so-
initiative mod is existent. It's a +3.
Okay, that would beat my +0.
Oh wow, you rolled a 19. Look
All
at
right.
you.
All right, Tyria and Deianera are acting in unison. Let's go down the initiative. Then we have, Mystredo at a 15, followed
That's
by
terrible.
Gwylan at a 9, followed by our speedy monk at a 5. All right, so that is going to be that. And as that occurs, let me just zoom in on this trouble. This bull is going to erupt out, seeing red, looking to damage anything it can. And Deianera and Tyria, who's going to act first?
Make me a
think
wisdom save,
Deianera's-
please.
Sounds good. Do I have wisdom save? Actually, wait, I have different stats right now. They're not good though.
What are you
That's what I'm
attempting to do?
hoping. I'm gonna cast command.
I rolled a 2, so I have a 2 on my wisdom save.
All right.
This changes all of my
Deianera,
attributes too. So.
I do think.
Deianera, just
What's the command?
halt.
Okay. As you turn into this immense bull, Tyria, you're going to turn and are going to stomp your feet. I'm going to say that because of where Deianera was down the hall, I'm going to give you an action before the halt takes effect, because you both are acting in unison. So please make me
Sure.
a gore attack against either Forn or
Oh no.
Forn or Gwylan.
I have red on if that makes a difference.
It does. But
It's gonna be
Gwylan has
fine.
red hair.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fair.
but that's not quite the same shade of red, you know?
True.
I rolled a 17 plus 5. I have a 22 to hit with my horns.
You mess with
And
the bull.
that's coming
I
at
can't stop that.
to
Who's that going
Gwylan.
after?
That's going at 4.
Okay.
And then it would be 9 piercing damage.
Ow.
Okay.
Angry moo sounds.
So with that, this cow is going to rush toward you. These horns extending out of its head. It is going to catch you in the lower gut horn, lifting you up, piercing you right through, right above the hip bone, and slamming you into the wall with this resounding boom. At that point, Deianera is going to step forward, go, halt! And
So
you
then
were-
that will work on her next turn then?
it'll work.
Because it's this creature's next turn. So
yeah, that'll work on her next turn.
okay, cool. I was like, did I just waste did that just waste that spell slot?
Nope. So, Forn, you are pinned to the wall by these horns, but she's
Ow.
halted.
At least she's not moving anymore. Still hurts.
All right, so,
Not
Deianera,
moving.
God damn it. Deianera, do you have anything else you want to do?
Sophos will make a yeah, we'll make a talon attack.
Okay, go ahead.
That's gonna be a 20 to hit dirty.
That will hit.
Unless you were changing anything from the stats that the book gives me, my AC is 11. So
Your AC will be 11 unless you have any, like, cloak of protection or an amulet of protection.
no.
Okay. Because that will
Probably
still...
can't cast shield anyways, so.
No, you can't cast anything right now.
So I'll be 4 damage, and you cannot make any opportunity attacks until the beginning of
Dun, dun, dun.
Stim, or Sophos' next turn.
All right. Mystredo.
Trying to see if there's something that I could use to get Forn off the wall. Is he totally pinned, like, or is he just being held?
He's being, like, pinned to the wall by the horns.
Oh, like through clothing or tissue or
through
what?
hip.
Through hip. Oh, okay.
He's getting matadored.
I can't rip him off of that. That's gonna be really, really, really bad.
Kelle, what spells do you have prepared?
I've always got what did I have prepared last week? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I had Eldritch Blast.
And you don't have Moonbeam
but
prepared, right?
No, I did not have Moonbeam
Because
prepared.
that changes shapeshifters
No,
back
I
to
did
normal.
not. Damn. Okay.
It's the best spell,
did
Drew.
not
It's
know
just
that.
saying.
Okay, good to know. We'll know for next time, because right now I got Flaming Sphere, Fine Traps, and Healing Word, Eldritch Blast, as always, but that's not so awesome. Spider Climb and Web. Yeah, not so helpful. If I cure him a little bit, will that help?
Probably.
A little bit? Probably.
Probably a
Okay,
little
let's
bit.
do that. Yeah, let's do a cure wounds. That's always good. And I give him a 1d8 plus 3. Let's see, 1d8. Let's try the new magical 1d8. Let's see if it's any good. Yes, it is! 8 plus 3. Yeah, I heal you 11.
Ooh.
A little bit. Does it hurt a little bit less?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I don't think I got anything that can help right now,
All right. Gwylan, you're up.
but I am thinking.
Oh, this really sucks. I don't want to hurt my friend, but also my friend just skewered my other friend. So,
It's high school all over again.
yeah, it's so much drama. I think we're going to stab the angry bull cow thing with a
Okay.
spear.
All right. Matador.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to add to this. Yes, I'm going to first use my bonus action to use my clever as the gods. So, choose one creature you can see, make a charisma deception roll contested by the creature's wisdom insight. If you win the contest, you and your allies, because she's not currently our ally, have advantage on attacks against the creature until the beginning of my next turn.
Ooh.
So, all right.
All right. Make me
Angry Tyria cow. Give me a contested. Roll me some wisdom insight. Because I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, I rolled that one.
Okay, so I and all of my allies have advantage against you until the beginning of my next turn.
Nice.
That's cool.
And then I'm going to stab you with my spear. Or I'm going to attempt to. So,
No,
doop, doop.
but I
Nice,
need my
nice.
bones to live. You would
It's okay, I'll
stab a
help you.
poor,
I'll help you
defenseless
later.
large cow.
Poor cow.
And I'm
can't believe
pretty
you would do
sure this means I have sneak attack because an ally is right there.
Yep.
Okay. Which at this level should be 2d6, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I hit first. Does a... Sorry. Yeah. Does a 22 hit?
You.
Oh goodness, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
twice over.
Then take 14 plus something. $18 piercing damage,
Oh no.
I believe. Yes.
All
Du-
right, that sucks.
Is that how many more hit points does this cow have?
14,
Oh wow, this cow has a lot of hit points.
36, less than Tyria,
Okay. All right. So
but
you
only by a couple.
you skewer the cow, drawing some blood that wells up on the ground, and Forn, Deianera. Actually, you know what? Everybody here can see this stab wound. Does anybody have a passive perception of 16 or higher?
16.
Okay. The blood is going to seep into the ground and then vanish, almost as if you almost can hear this noise. As if the stones themselves are lapping up the blood. And out of the corner of your eye, Deianera, you cannot quite see it because you're not in the room. But you are going to see that the blood seems to streak southward as it is being slurped.
I mean, if Sophos, what is Sophos' Sophos' passive perception is not good. It's a 9. So
Yeah.
Sophos won't.
Sophos won't see it.
Oh wait, no, he's a passive perception of 13, but still not good.
Still not good enough. Okay, Forn, it is your turn.
I'm sorry, Tyria, but I'm gonna try to knock you out while you have me pinned. But I'm not gonna
How
use any
dare you.
elemental. It's just gonna be bludgeoning.
Gonna look
So-
up at you with sad cow eyes.
Ooh.
Then try to murder you, you know.
So I get advantage. The first one is 23.
Yep, that'll hit.
17.
Okay.
And I'll use one extra attack, and that will be. That's only determination.
You do.
The 6, 8. So I'll use determination for 11, so I can get all 3 hits in.
Okay.
That's 17 points of damage total.
Oh, poor cow.
All you hear is
down.
Forn says, "Please go to sleep."
You are going to feel a strange sense of relief, almost like popping, like a pustule, as that horn slinks out of you, and Tyria is going to collapse to the ground in front of you, still under the hold spell, but no longer in cow form.
I assume I took all that damage, though, right?
No. As soon as you took all that damage, it is going to pop you back this time.
I was gonna say, interesting.
I'm gonna give you
What?
I'm gonna give you a little some temporary exhaustion though. So
I mean, she would be exactly down at 0 with the rollover.
what does it say that it replaces your form or that you turn into that?
It's using the rules of the polymorph spell.
Oh, so using the rules of the polymorph spell means that it so there is it's rollover like beast form.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So then I think that it would damage through to her actual hit points.
So anything that overrode the cow, so anything remaining goes off your hit points.
Or would have made sure to
it's
be
remaining.
non-lethal.
Okay.
To not
So
kill
so
it.
treat the cow as temporary hit points.
Sounds good.
So are you still down or just
No, then she's taking 2 damage.
Okay.
She's fine.
Sounds good. All right, so that is going to happen. Deianera, are you doing anything else? Tyria is on the ground being held by your spell.
I think Deianera just has her bow out, cocked, and is like, "This is the second time you've attacked us in this maze. Is there something you're not telling us?"
I think that's pretty obvious, yes.
Are we still in combat rounds?
I'm going to say that we're out of combat rounds, and that the hold spell will fade off momentarily.
Well, I have no idea what happened the first time. But this one, I think, is somewhat embarrassing. Well, you know, when I was younger, my parents sat me down in the corner of the bed to tell me about some changes my body might experience as I got a little bit older. And they mentioned that this was a possibility, but this is my first time, so it's kind of awkward. Are you okay?
I don't live, but let's get you out of this room like now. You'll help Forn will help Tyria out of the room.
Did I steal the yarn at least?
Yeah, the yarn
Piece of the
disappeared.
yarn.
The yarn's gone. The yarn disappeared. It was a trap.
It was so pretty.
Can Gwylan turn to look if the yarn's still there? Just to...
It is.
Okay, just gonna actively try and move to block Tyria.
Also, we should be careful where we spill blood.
What?
Forn's and Tyria's were both almost drunk by the stones.
I'm like, what? I'd like to look down and
Do
investigate.
you see the blood on the ground?
There
Do you
is
see the blood on the
no
ground?
blood on the ground.
Not even like a stain, like there
No.
was.
Not even a shadow.
It's completely
Heard a
soaked in.
slurping sound from
I would
the
like to-
rocks.
Turn and look at the statue behind us.
Mhm. It looks happy.
Yeah, I guess it
Why
does.
should the stone look happy?
Let's leave. Let's leave. Let's
Like
not
it was
even consider
carved
it.
into a
Let's
big,
leave.
toothy, tusky
Yeah.
smile.
No.
Did it look like that before?
No.
Probably.
I don't think so.
Probably. Like,
Or I mean, we're just noticing it more now.
yeah, it's
Just like it's
the Mandela
I mean,
effect,
I was
really.
right up close looking at the
I don't
tusk,
like it.
right?
Yeah.
So
Make me.
Yeah,
do you
even,
want?
even if it looked like that before, I don't like it anymore.
Do you want to go up and make another investigation roll?
I don't think you need to
No.
get too
No, I don't
close,
think
but
it's a terrible idea.
maybe like into the
Gwylan,
middle.
get back here.
And
No.
then fine, okay.
No.
She's kind of like
Obviously
backing
dangerous.
out of there.
Okay. Honestly, if anything, it seems like the lighting's changed a little bit.
Don't like it.
What's the light source in here?
There are ambient sconces built into the walls, almost like you know those pop lights, the little like dome lights. There are those spread about that are casting a dim light on everything.
Remember, Deianera was trying to take all of them from the other room and try and make
Yeah,
it
I
as a
just
light.
wasn't sure if there was a
Yes.
difference in here. If they had-
No, but there is like the yarn is giving off a bit of light of its own, and has been. Kind of
I don't think
sparkling
we
a
should
bit.
do that. Yeah, no.
Come on, Tyria,
Yeah,
let's go back to
terrible.
the sundial
No.
room and rest up.
Can I just
Sounds
ask
safer.
Canary to take it?
I
Put it in
think
a
that's
bag
a
or
bad idea.
But it's really pretty.
No, didn't we say it's not there? There's
Yes.
no yarn there. It's gone.
No,
Uh,
it left.
But you were just
Darn.
talking about the yarn.
No, I
But
said
it's
that
gone.
it was very
The
strange, but it's not
statue.
there
It
anymore.
was
the
strange.
statue's now weird.
She's looking at the
Mhm.
statue.
Deianera is gonna start walking and hoping Tyria
They're-
will
the yarn
follow.
isn't Why does she think there's still yarn? No, it's gone. It's gone.
Totally gonna whisper
Out.
for Canary to take it.
Okay.
There's no yarn.
It's gone.
Can Canary please make me a deck save?
Absolutely. I pulled up the stats for
Now
Canary
it's invisible
already.
yarn.
Oh, Canary has a 19, almost a dirty 20.
All right, Canary. All of you are going to hear this sound echo from the other room, and Canary is going to go flying away with a ball of yarn in its mouth or its claws.
So I was the last one in the room. I was waiting for everyone to leave.
Yeah.
Had I already left the room when this happened, or do I turn and can I turn and look where the sound happened from?
The jaws of the demon are now shut.
Snapshot. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Nope. Sundial room.
Continue shoving Tyria into the next room.
Yeah. Go.
Oh, she'll happily go. She
Oh,
just might
yeah.
open the side of her satchel
Nope.
awkwardly
Nope.
for some reason.
Hey guys,
What?
What?
the yarn's really gone now, and the mouth just closed. She's kind of calling down the hall, like kind of,
That sounds terrible. Come join us.
I'm coming.
Tyria, you did that, didn't you?
Sounds terrible.
What, you didn't see Canary? He's not very subtle. Pat the little bird.
I was a little preoccupied with you.
Okay.
Well, I don't think it counts if Canary sees it.
So they
It's
can
just
see.
so pretty,
so
I couldn't leave it there.
Canary and Tyria can see the yarn, but we couldn't. We thought it had disappeared.
No, I was
Oh no, I
lying.
think y'all were just pretending it had
Oh.
disappeared.
You were
Oh.
lying to Tyria because of weird turning into a bull cow
Oh.
thing.
Gotcha.
And then she figured it out anyway.
Oh. Darn.
Now I'm pretty sure the statue's gonna come after us.
Well, it hasn't yet.
Are you sure about that? Gwylan's actively listening for footsteps.
Deianera's been already in the room starting on her long rest or short rest, like 5 minutes ago.
I think Forn just comes after Tyria and just flops on the ground going, I'm so tired of this already.
Yeah, so Gwylan is staying in the hallway near the that leads to the door, and is keeping watch.
Okay, the rest of you head into the sundial room.
I mean, she's still like kind of resting, but she's
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it a short rest.
Mystredo's probably close to Gwylan because maybe the snakes can hear something. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they.
They all have their tongues
monstery
out.
things. Maybe they hear things. Yeah.
That's how snakes hear.
They're making faces at it.
They smell the air. All right. Oh, they taste the air, as it was.
Yeah.
So as you are sitting in the sundial room, you're welcome to take a short rest if you'd like.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
go ahead and use
I
my
will.
hit die.
I used 2 because I was at like half.
I am at full health now.
I'm almost at full health. I am 3 away from full health.
All right.
Oh, weird. The short rest thing is not working for me on D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond not working. What?
I'm going to use a hit dice on myself for the short rest. 1. Oh boy, 21.
Nice. All right. So as you are waiting there, resting, it's taking about a half hour just to like bandage yourself, take a breath, and rest. Is anyone doing anything else that I need to be aware of?
Grumbling.
Fair.
Yes,
but
giving Forn
Deianera is
always
also
grumbling.
very not. She also has her just bow constantly like notched.
And as
'cause-
sure, you're keeping an eye out. You're kind of hanging up near Gwylan. And as you're sitting there, toward the end of your long rest, you're going to hear something.
That sounds terrible.
Who's hearing that?
Anybody who is in the main hallway.
So me.
So Gwylan, maybe Deianera with her passive perception. You're going to be hearing something echoing from the other side of that massive door that
Great.
That-
Tyria,
Blocked off the spiders?
the webs, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the spiders. The spiders.
Great. The spiders have pickaxes now.
Hello? You'll hear from behind the wall. Is anyone there?
Who's in the hallway with me? Is it Deianera or?
Oh, we're all now.
Okay.
Are you a spider?
Who are you? I don't
Why
know
are
if
you
I should
talking?
answer any questions.
To the mysterious voice in the
Mystredo, why are
labyrinth.
you talking?
Because it obviously knows we're here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's suddenly a door.
I was trying to get away and someone sealed me in.
Hey, Tyria. Should there be people in here?
Oh, probably. It's always
What is-
weird in
What do you
here.
mean?
What does
do you
that
mean,
mean?
Can
probably?
Make
It's
an
just
insight
like
check
this.
on the voice.
Yes, you may.
Kind of haunted.
Well,
Sometimes the dead walk around, which is the worst. And there's all these machines.
Hello?
It's hard to tell
Quite
what
the
should be
undead.
here.
26.
26?
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
You are going to... There's something off about this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're also going to hear this, that the voice, it's hard to tell through the wall that was put up, the door, that you realize now that it's not one voice. It's hard to distinguish, but that high-pitched voice is, there's a slight reverb on it. With a 25, you're going to recognize that sounds like a chorus.
Doesn't sound good.
Deianera is going to look at her party, go,
Hello?
and then whisper
Go where?
very
Yes.
carefully.
Where?
I didn't say go. I said she's gonna say.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. She's gonna say something is off, and we should get moving. No one open that door. There's more than one voice talking. Yes.
Great.
Do not acknowledge.
Are you still there? I can't hear you anymore. Please, don't leave me. I don't want to die like this.
Deianera's gonna slowly try and start to sneak down to the south corridor that we weren't going for.
The other corridor.
Going to hurt us.
That's what Gwylan's also doing.
Probably not a good idea.
I'm assuming everything can hurt us.
Open the door.
Can hurt, but that doesn't mean it wants to. Or and Tyria will look a little bit sad. Or means to.
Oh.
Ignore the voice. We just want to get to the gate. That will benefit more people.
Hello?
Shut up. Let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's go.
Do you want us to stealth roll if we're being
Yeah.
sneaky?
Yeah, I would like you to stealth roll.
I will attempt to stealth roll.
I would like you to attempt.
Sophos, for the purposes of this, is on Deianera's back now, so he's just hanging out with Deianera on her back.
Imagine having disadvantage on stealth with a +0.
I have 14.
14? All right, 14 is good.
My highest roll was a 3.
I have an 8.
An 8.
My lowest roll was a
13,
1.
I'm gonna throw determination to make that a 16.
Okay, so sounds good to me. All right, so
Oh, wait, we have inspiration, right?
Oh,
you have inspiration.
I
Yeah,
am-
you each have a point of inspiration.
Right. Let me use that.
I would like to cast Pass Without Trace on myself.
So you can you cast Pass Without Trace on the entire group.
Let's do that then. Let's just make everybody,
All right,
quiet.
so spend that
It's a
spell slot and let's
10,
do it.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
plus 10.
Okay.
So I instead have a
26 instead,
I have an 11.
Okay.
I think
Is
that turns
from
mine
rolling
into
a
a
one.
24.
Yep, that turns it into a 24 then. Forn, what's yours?
I'll go ahead and keep the inspiration. I use 23.
Okay. Mystredo, what do you have now with that? So that adds 10 to your stealth roll.
Yeah. Oops, what did I get? Oh, I got a nat 20.
Okay, so a
Yay, dice.
nat 30.
Yeah.
Okay, is that all? Okay, great.
No.
That sounds great.
Yay, new dice. We're all super quiet.
Okay. You will stealthily make your way around the corner. You're heading south or north?
South.
Okay.
South.
The corridor goes past, well, it goes south, splitting and forking, one into the room with the Glabrazu head, another heading south in a path that kind of winds in a slight curve before going about 40 feet south and then bending off to the right. You continue down that way?
Mm-hmm.
Your footsteps echo as you head further south, and behind you, you will hear, "Come back! Come back! I know you can hear me! Come back! We're hungry. We're thirsty. Want a pinch? Want a bite? Want to drain you." However, you are outside of its range. And will continue to the south.
Good.
The stone pathway continues down to the south, where you see that it veers off to the east, opening into a large crossroads, heading further to the further to the east and to the south. Deianera, at the front, though, as you are progressing, you are going to hear the sound of clip-clop, clip-clop, clip-clop. Heavy, hollow, like horseshoes, walking on the stone ahead of you. For one, Deianera hears this. It is not Deianera, though.
Yes, Kelle is asking if it's Deianera.
I'm gonna send Sophos out
Okay.
ahead. Do a little scouting.
So, Sophos. Is Sophos only going to the edge of the Pass Without a Trace?
What would he use for? So he uses. It's 30 feet. No, he'll go out. He's a small
Okay.
burb, so.
All right, make me a stealth roll for him.
Cap.
He's not still mad about the whole 3 weeks thing, is he?
Well, he's been oiled, so he's not squeaking anymore, so that will not give him
that's
disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. That's gonna be a 17 on stealth.
Okay. You are going to see Sophos fly out, and this time you keep constant contact with him. He flits around and flies back to you within a minute. As he does so, he perches up to you and says, Eastern Hall, I don't always do that. The Eastern Hallway ends in a door. The Southern Hallway progresses for quite a ways, but there is a mechanic monster wandering there. An immense ram made of gold. So to go,
Tyria,
Hmm?
do you know of these gold rams?
you can make me a history roll, too.
Golden rams? Let me think. I have a 16.
Stonebeard Security Solutions recently created their Gold Forge line. The Gold Forge line is built in the style of gold dragons, allowing these creatures, they can be shaped in anything so long as you like four-legged creatures, to breathe fire as well as attack. Also, their special gold design allows them to be spell-turning, meaning that they have advantage against any spell that is cast by a lower-level mage.
Oh, great.
Available
You said it was
now.
like a...
This sounds awful.
She's sort of humming like a little jingle in her head. Available now. Right. So if it's what I think it is, very catchy commercial. It can breathe fire. It's resistant to a magical attack. And it's basically a large Titanic killing machine.
Great.
Don't
let's
worry
not go
about
there.
industrial pollution. Just buy from Stonebeard Solutions.
It's like
That's
softly
great.
whistling it.
Wonderful.
I hate
Alright,
that guy,
so
but gosh, the marketing.
The eastern, if we go east out here, this will end in a door. I feel like we should ignore the ram and go forward.
Could try to sneak past it. I'm not exactly very stealthy.
I mean, Mystredo seemed to do the same thing that I did and be able to.
Is the big
That might work.
killing machine to the left? If we're following the left,
I think it's to the right.
then let's just keep going left and avoid it.
Yeah, be to the
Okay.
left. Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'd rather not die again. Thanks.
Yes. Let's go. And I guess we'll start sneaking off to the left.
All right. Make me one more
Sneak,
stealth
sneak,
roll
sneak.
to pass in front of this thing.
With Mystredo's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
With disadvantage, I still have a 23.
Okay. 23
Nice.
is definitely beating the DC.
No, wait, entirely with a plus 10. I roll
Oh,
13.
wear my glasses. I rolled a 14, so I get
24.
yeah, so it's a 24. So I'm good. I'm good. Quiet. Shh.
Okay.
So the 30 is for Deianera, and the 28 is for Sophos.
Beautiful.
Oh, do I need to roll for like mouse as well?
Yes. But mouse is still inside
So-
of the field, so that plus 10 would count.
Okay, sounds good. Saving throws.
Probably just dex
No
bonus.
idea. Yeah, I guess it's just dex bonus. I don't even have like the full stat sheet with Steel Defender here. It just tells me saving throws for dex and con. All right. Well, I mean, they've got at least a 17.
Okay.
Probably more like a 19.
Did anybody get below a 16?
Nope.
All right. Under the cloak of Mystredo's spell, you are going to progress in front of you, and less than 10 feet beyond the junction point, you are going to see this immense horned ram with these flowing wings, with the craftsmanship on these golden wings are such that they look like they would be soft to touch. This looks like a creature that was made out of molten gold. And as it is walking around, it gets near you, lets out a little plume of not smoke, but fire out of its nostrils. As you hear these little cogworks inside of it moving it, it's going to look in your direction, let out that puff of fire, and then let out a yawn and continue patrolling to the south. You swore it was looking right at you for a moment.
I think the eye placement on this was a really terrible decision. It's got the eyes of a prey animal, but it's, you know, a predator. Of course, it
Yes.
can't see very well.
Smart.
No depth perception on it. Just silly. That's why my eyes are like a little to the side. They're somewhere between, right?
Can we talk about this later? More sneaking.
Oh, it's a significant design fault. It annoys me.
More sneaky.
You know how expensive that is? You would think that they would at least like.
And
Is the door open?
The door is
Oh,
shut in
unlocked.
front of you. It
Is it
appears to be
unlocked?
So you see it is a series of concentric cogwheels around a very impressive looking lock.
Anyone good with picking locks?
yeah. Gwylan points at her own face.
Yeah, Deianera's gonna like motion for.
All right, let's
And
go
kind of
try
move out of the way.
and do some lock picking. But first, can we check if it's magical by like
Ooh,
Absolutely.
Yes.
if
I
we
can
stick
detect-
something in it without?
I can detect traps.
Okay.
Let me do the thing. I do have detect
Is-
traps, don't I? Let me
is
double check.
detect-
You have
traps,
you have detect traps as a spell. It's
concentration
a first level spell, I believe.
And if it's
Oh,
concentration,
I-
it will cancel.
I,
it past
fine
all
trap.
space.
I have fine traps. It is a second level druid
Second
spell.
level. You can cast it if you like.
Yep, I can. Okay, and I'll do.
All right.
that. Oh, I see
Casting
lots
fine
of
traps. How long does that last? 1 minute?
Fine traps. Instantaneous. 120 feet.
Okay, so it only is just in the immediate area. Okay, so casting that, you are going to see the door is in fact trapped.
It is trapped. Can I tell
Um,
what kind or where?
You can tell that the locking mechanism itself is trapped. You think, let me
Okay.
just double check that spell, because nobody ever takes fine traps for some reason. And this is honest.
sometimes it's helpful.
I've been running this channel for 5 years. This is the first time anyone has used that spell. So let me just double check that.
Well, I'm also the first Medusa, so.
The purpose of the spell includes anything that would inflict sudden or unexpected effect, harmful or undesirable, which is in the spell would sense. You learn you do not know the location of each trap, but you do learn the general nature of. So this looks like some type of harming trap. Look and like it is designed to. So you think that it is one part harm, one part alarm.
That rhymes. Harm and alarm. It's probably made by your
Right.
same guys.
So considering.
Oh, you should hear the jingle about
that-
that. It's so catchy.
So the
I
trap
I don't hear these things. I live in a cave.
probably in the door, in the lock.
I mean, so
Can
do
I attempt to determine where the trap in the lock is? Like, what would
You
I
can
do?
make
Would
me
that
a
be a sleight of
perception roll.
hand? Would that be investigation or perception?
It's perception.
Okay.
Is there any type of a stethoscope in these? Wait. I have those weird emerald
perceive.
goggles.
It is
I wonder what they do.
21.
A 21. Looking at this, like I said, there are a series of concentric cogwheels built into the door, much like the dials on a safe almost. And looking at these, there are various runes that are carved into them. Looking at them, you're not really sure what they mean. They don't actually seem like they mean much of anything. But with that, you can see that these wheels, at least the ones that are closest, look like they align in 3 points along the actual lock itself. So if you rotate the wheels to the correct rune, that probably should bypass whatever this trap is. Otherwise, you're looking at these. Can I get you? Do you have? What languages do you speak?
I speak Common and Elven.
Okay. So these runes are in Draconic.
Let me just check something real quick here. One.
Do I recognize the runes as Draconic? Because I speak Draconic.
Yes. Anybody who speaks Draconic will see that these are Draconic runes.
I don't speak.
I would like to cast. I think as she's looking at them, I would like to cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay. So
Understand any written language you see, but must be touching the surface on which the words are written, because she's investigating this.
sounds
so.
good. All right. So you can cast Comprehend
And also,
Languages.
literal.
So the 3 of you are going to be able to comprehend languages, seeing that the runes basically, they have. So these cogs have 4 different words on them. One of them is speak, silent, thunder, and lightning.
Sorry, what? Thunder and lightning?
Speak,
Speak.
silent, thunder,
Silent,
lightning.
thunder, and lightning.
So speak would be. You said they're what? Harming and alarm?
Harming and alarming.
So we-
I think
Sure.
alarming as in
Phrase?
sound, making a sound, not just alarming to us.
Yes,
Huh.
no, I think silent would probably be best.
Mm.
I agree. Because the other two
That's-
just
that
sound like
means-
it's going
And
to cause
there's
pain.
a lock here too, right? Like
There
the
is.
lockpick.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's like the dials are the right way to do this to solve it, and then there's the lock that you can try and pick.
Basically,
what I'm
you can
getting.
try to pick the lock, but if you think that if you pick the lock without rearranging the cogs, whatever the setting is will go off. And right now it's on
Yeah.
thunder, thunder, lightning, lightning.
Oh, can we change them all
pardon
to
me, thunder,
speak?
thunder, lightning. There's only 3 cogs.
Oh,
Hmm.
Yeah, 3 cogs, 4 words.
you know what? Let's change them all to silence. I think that's a good
Okay.
idea.
All right, so
Yeah, smart.
holding up, you go juk, 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 and rearrange the 3 cogs so that it's silent, silent, silent.
Yeah,
All right, now you see that there's a lock in front of you. Do you want to try to pick it?
perfect. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna try and pick it. I'm also gonna spend my inspiration on this. Okay. So for my sleight of hand, or I guess my tool proficiency, thieves tools.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's been a minute since I did this, so it's my. It's
It's your-
basically just a sleight of hand roll, isn't
It's
it?
basically just a sleight of hand roll, yeah.
Okay. So if it's my sleight of hand, then it's an 18.
18? Okay, so you're going to start working on it with your picks and are going to have a bit of trouble with it, actually.
Oh, I lied. I looked at the wrong of my 2 dice. It's add another 4 to that because I looked at the 10,
Oh.
not the 14.
Well, in that
Sorry,
case...
my bad.
Well, in that
I-
case, looking at it, you are going to, like, have a moment where you're like, tick, 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 and you're
I was
like,
like, wait a second, what am I doing? I know what this is.
oh, counterclockwise. And you're going to hear chink, chink, chink as several different tumblers suddenly release, and the door is going to silently swing open.
I think she'll step back, put away her tools, and we'll go. After you.
think I'll just have a breath for a moment.
Deianera's gonna kind of pop her head out, take a
Make me a survival roll.
gander. Oh no. Survival, eh? This is not my favorite terrain, so it's just normal.
Yep. And Tyria, you look ahead of you, and you are going to see wall. Basically, the other side of this passage, 20 immediately ends in wall. And you're going to look around, and this is very familiar to you, Deianera. Like, looking, you smell something that is like, is this... You smell water? And you smell burning machine oil. Tyria, looking directly ahead, you are going to see this patch of wall and come to the exact same conclusion as Deianera, just from looking at the way that wall is formed and this innate Minotaur sense you have. This is the front entryway. You went in a circle.
We've gone in a circle.
Oh.
Huh.
Bummer.
You know that the entrance is immediately to your right to the south.
Shortcuts?
So you remember you came in and then there were 2 doors and you decided to go straight instead?
Right.
You just came through the western door.
Oh, great. Well, we know that this way didn't work.
So it's either try a different direction and keep going east, or we go deal with the big bull, or some weird time bullshit.
I vote we go.
So
We turn
folks-
around and go left and fight the bull or the ram, the sheep, the gold
I
sheep.
don't know if we should
I
do
mean-
that, but hold on a second. I'm just remembering Sophos' time. Feywild messes with time. That might have been the right direction. Sophos, did you see anything before you lost the time?
Dark.
Even with your dark vision?
Yes. It was strange. Never seen dark before.
Maybe we go back up and go north.
We'll have to sneak past both the bull and the creepy whispering thing. I guess we could go
Just
back
keep that door
around.
locked. We could go back around. We did a loop. We can just go back the way we came, or continue.
I mean, all it was those
And-
that birds in the fountain,
Not-
right?
Considering
Yes.
that a whole bunch of stuff could have gone in behind us since we made a lot of noise, it might not be clear anymore.
He's got a plan.
But it is left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is left. If we're going left, continuing to go left, that would be the right way to go.
It's true.
I do note that that did lead us in a circle, but
Yeah.
I gotta go to the other left.
now we could go to the fountain again. We could look
Yeah,
at the
they're
pretty
left.
bird.
We could get
you
that
know?
blessed water
Could go
again.
more
'cause I
left.
think we ran out, right? The
That's-
effective bless wore
That's
off.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? Fine.
That would
let's
be
go.
handy
And
to
Belle's gonna
have.
start walking, and we'll head into the
Yeah.
fountain room.
Okay.
Yep.
At
And
least
Deianera
it's
will drink
safe.
some water.
Go have a drink.
All right. So with that, you are going to make your way back north, heading into the fountain room. Once again, there are still those small birds flitting around the glowing pool of water. Chirping and tweeting around. The water is still flowing majestically, shedding brilliant light all around.
Did we figure out what the birds did the last time we were in here?
No,
Or
you
were
did
they
not.
just decorations?
I don't know.
I think Deianera cast Speak with Animals, and they just were kind of assholes, I think, if I remember correctly.
Didn't one of them poop on you? With like oil?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like triumph.
Yeah, they're just asshole birds. If I remember, because I think I
So-
cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah, Gwylan's gonna scoop up some water, and then
Okay.
it's basically going to do the thing when you restart a save after dying in a game, and you kind of like speed past that section because you already know what you're doing. That's what Gwylan's doing. She's just like, okay, go through, quickly stop, grab the thing, and then just keeps going.
Okay.
Yeah,
So heading
same.
up, you're going to
Just
take
like
an immediate left.
Hmm.
You're going to head down past a bunch of destroyed
Retracing
things.
the steps.
And
Yep.
and we're right back where we started at the beginning of the episode.
Beautiful.
Back to the
last
door.
Hour
Back.
and 45 minutes never happened.
Just like good old video games.
Just like
in a
with
maze.
Sophos.
Yeah.
Sophos just
Oh,
did a
yeah.
speed run.
Hmm.
Yep. And
Yeah,
is
that's
I guess okay. So which way?
North.
Which way? There's
Are the
two
voices
ways.
talking to us again?
You can still hear a little bit of chittering on the other
Wait,
side.
is the door open?
The door's not open.
No.
The door's shut.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
a sealed
'cause it
door
looks like-
over top of the hallway.
Oh, okay. Because the door in my perspective, actually, in Kelle's perspective, looking at the map, looks like it's open.
No.
Like
it's-
slid to one side open. Okay.
You might want to refresh your page then.
I think. Yeah. I
Yeah.
do that.
Sophos, did you go left
Because
or
I'm
right?
like, having a little heart attack.
Left.
All right. We go left anyway, so yeah. Deianera will start going up the left side of the pathway.
Heading up the left side of the passageway, you are going to start to walk forward.
God, this got narrow.
And as it closes in around you, you feel it begin to press in on your shoulders. And I'd like a wisdom saving throw from you, Deianera.
Okie dokie.
Okay, the door is shut.
Oh, that's good. That's a 17 on the die. Plus 4 is 21.
21. You step
Mm-hmm.
through this curving hallway that serpentines back and forth, back and forth. And as it does, you're going to feel a shiver begin at your hooves and begin to tremble up your flanks as you hear your friends come behind you. Darkness begins to settle in around you, and you find yourselves walking through an expanse of blackness. The sound of the mechanical dungeon behind you fading out as the darkness swallows everything. And I think that's a good place for us to take a quick break. So, folks, as you walk into the darkness, we're going to walk into a washroom break. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
Dun, dun.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to talk to the chat for a couple minutes before I hit you guys with weird shit.
Whoa.
Oh,
Well
God.
then.
Our schedule is so crazy. So, it's we got some great stuff coming. We had a surprise coming your way soon too, which is going to be a lot of fun. But our schedule is crazy. This game was supposed to be like 12 episodes, and you guys are already on episode 7. And I'm like, this might be 18 episodes. I don't know. Oop,
Oh, shit.
oop,
Oopsie.
We're just having too much fun
Oops.
rampaging.
rampage.
Going in circles in a labyrinth.
It's really
As
funny.
you do.
because the next homebrew game follows this one up, right? And I've already got the cast assembled for that, and they're waiting to put in their art orders. And they're like, originally it was like, oh, it's going to start in November. And then Arkos got delayed a little bit. There was like some scheduling things, and it's like, okay, it's going to start in February. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, so March. It's like.
Soon.
Yeah.
Which it's definitely going to happen because I freaking love it. Like, it's going to be a great story, and it's been teased to hell in Shards of Nirn. Last episode of Shards of Nirn was really good.
Yeah.
Teased it in shards.
So good. It's so good, guys. What's Tyria's favorite car, by the way? What's Tyria's favorite automobile?
I think a Taurus.
Really? It's not an Odyssey?
No, not anymore. She's already been on a boat once.
Oh, fair.
Never again.
Yeah, that went
Twice,
badly.
I guess. 3 times even.
See,
Yeah, the most recent one was unfortunate.
Deianera's favorite is obviously a ranger.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah. Gwylan's is a hybrid. Mystredo's is
Drive.
a
VW Beetle.
I was gonna say a Dodge Viper.
Oh yeah, Viper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd drive that. She'd drive that thing.
And Forn takes the bus.
Forn takes the bus.
Well, or
puts it-
Forn is like one of those
Or Forn's in
Franken
a
cars
beater.
people build out of 2 different cars, where like there's like
Yeah.
the Mercedes front and like a Ford F-150 rear, and it's on monster truck wheels.
And he takes it down to the demolition derby.
Forn takes a Vespa. Forn, we need to get you a hat so you can be Harrison Forn.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Think
Yes,
of
love
the
it.
power. I'm gonna quickly fix the map frame if I can, so that it has Arkos map. Let's see if I can find the damn file, because I didn't put it on my laptop because I'm smart. I'm running off my laptop today. How's everybody else doing? How y'all holding up on this beautiful Sunday?
Good.
Did anybody see the eclipse?
Pretty all right.
It was too
Only
cloudy
a
here.
tiny,
Didn't see
tiny
crap.
bit of it yesterday. But it's pretty cloudy, so yeah.
Yeah.
Although I saw
Ended up
pictures,
being
I
nice.
really love the like you can see like the crescent shape and shadows.
Ooh.
Yeah, I missed it
pretty cool.
yesterday morning, but the pictures were really cool.
Yeah, I think I slept through it.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh right, it was pretty early for y'all.
It was
Oh,
8. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sleeping then.
Yeah.
There we go. I did bring it. I do have it on my portable. I'm smart. I'm smarter than I thought. Past Kelly, you did me a solid.
Yay.
Yeah, I love it when that guy does me a solid. It's not normally the case.
Right?
Right.
Past Kelle usually leaves me, fires to put out on Monday morning. It's just like, why do I do this to myself? It's just like, Oh, right, because I'm
That's a
lazy
future
on
Kelle
Fridays and
problem.
want to leave. Yes. It's
Right?
yes, I'm always saying that's
It's
Monday
future
Kelle's
Kelle problem.
problem. And then Monday Kelle comes along and says, damn it, Friday Kelle, you suck.
Friday, I'm a Kel. There are no, so the chat is telling me that there are no eclipses in Britain. It's because the king
That
hasn't
checks
returned.
out. That checks out. Yeah.
Why, is he out somewhere?
No, we're waiting for Arthur. Waiting for Arthur stuck with Charles.
Yes, well,
God.
that's the price of having a monarchy.
Really? I thought it was like 100 billion pounds a year or something like 100 million pounds a
That
year.
too.
Something like that. Not to get British political. Who bother?
We could.
Pinky's up. I'm drinking Kool-Aid right now. It's great.
I'm drinking Coke. 0.
I just have water, but I could go grab a can of cranberry ginger ale. 1 second, I need to go do that right
All right,
now.
all out,
There
and then
you
we're gonna hop
go,
back in the
yeah.
game. All right, now that Amy's out, let's say nice things about her.
Amy's
She's
so
really
wonderful.
pretty and smart.
We
Yeah,
love
really?
I also
Amy.
just
Awesome.
realized something,
Very awesome.
and I was like,
Yeah.
Amy,
What'd you realize?
At the Halloween market, there were so many things that we were just like, that's very Amy. It's like, that's very Amy.
I'm sad that she didn't make it out to the Halloween market. Like, they would have really
Well,
enjoyed
it
it.
would, to be fair.
Halloween markets?
Yeah, there was a Halloween market yesterday.
Well, to be fair, there was a lot of people. It was a lot
Go-
of people. It was very, 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 very.
Hey, Raid,
warm.
go check our Discord, and you can see one of the things that Christine bought. She bought a skull where you roll it's like a dice roller skull where you roll a die through the eye and it comes out the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay,
It's very
that's
cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like,
It
oh, I
looks
gotta
like this.
test this out, and it rolled a nat 20, and it's just like, well, she's like, well, I have to get it now. And I'm like, yeah, kinda.
All right, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. All those, hello everybody, good to see you. Do. Give us a follow, and we will hang out with you, or you'll hang out with us. Also join our Discord. So, I'm very excited because we got a bunch of other games coming soon that I'm going to be teasing you relentlessly about. But I think the big one that there are two cool things that are happening. Tonight was supposed to be Mage the Ascension Zero Sum rebroadcast, like the public release of episode 6. That's been moved back a week because tonight it's spooky season, and I am going to be broadcasting episode 1 of Old Gods of Appalachia.
Ooh, that was such a good episode.
So if you guys want to see some drama,
that's so
come
much
back
fun.
in about 5 hours for the public release of Old Gods of Appalachia, which is a Patreon advanced thing on our Patreon.
I was just so in heaven. Loved it. So much fun.
Everybody's loving costumes. It's great. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a bunch of great things that are coming up very soon, but Planescape is the big one. And that is happening in 1 week. Our session 0 is in 1 week. That's not
I'm
very.
so excited to watch that.
It's
I
because
love
you've
Planescape
read
so much. I'm so
you've-
hyped for it.
And then next week, I'm going to be doing my best. I'm going to do a playthrough during the day of Planescape Torment to get the vibe down. Because I've never played
Wait,
it.
like the OG one or like the new Planescape game?
The enhanced version of the old one.
Yeah, okay.
So I've never played it.
Hands.
Enhance.
I have fun.
It's rough,
It's
right?
beautiful. It's a mess. It's a glorious experience.
I've had some of the story spoiled for me because I watched a playthrough or a review of it. But it looks like a lot of fun, and I forgot about a bunch of stuff. So it's going to be real good. And if you join our Discord, I'm going to be dropping the art for Planescape real soon. Because Robin's bugging me about it in our private chat right now.
Yeah, it's really good art. I will
So
also
it's
bug you
Amy.
about it. Seconded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of amaze balls.
It's great. That artist was really lovely, and it's going to be a fantastic time. So if you want to see Planescape, come back next Sunday at noon o'clock Pacific. And yes, Bongmaster is a mega cutie, confirmed. Anything else that's happening around here?
Scientifically confirmed.
Oh, Extra Life is coming in like 3
I was gonna
weeks.
say, yeah.
And
What?
Yeah,
Oh gosh, that's right.
It's
Yeah.
so soon.
I've already
Oh,
got
God.
I've got the schedule for the games. I just have to start slotting people in. So because a lot of people,
Okay.
I was having like, you know how I said like, hey everybody, please get me your availability by October 1st. I just got the final availability from a couple people. I'm still waiting on
That
Natasha.
always happens. You will be until the day before.
Yeah, well,
I love her.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call Natasha out, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna call Natasha out because it's Natasha. That's the law.
I mean, she is doing all. She is very busy. She
She is very busy, and she's in Italy, where as far as I
Right,
understand,
You know, she's in a different time zone, which means that
Yeah.
she's,
She's in
like,
Tasha
she's like
time.
3 weeks off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally odd. Yeah, odd hours, odd times.
Want to talk about some odd times?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Or just going back to game?
Oh,
It's odd
okay.
times.
You think it's-
We're in a weird tunnel.
oh, you're right. We are in a weird tunnel.
Yeah.
All right.
Spooky
So-
Spooky tunnel.
Trying to give you a segue.
Spooky tunnel.
Oh, thanks for the sub, Torton Woodworking. Torton Woodworking. Was Torton Woodworking the one that made that skull?
Yay. Yes.
It is wool.
Yes.
It is wood.
Cool. And he's
Oh.
lovely. No, it
Is it 3D print?
I believe I believe that was 3D printed, but it's
I think
so like smooth and beautiful.
So
It's so
smooth.
beautifully finished.
It's made of a real skull, which is what you don't know. 100%
Oh.
Grind
real.
it down to turn it into the filaments.
Yeah, ethically sourced skull. Well,
Ethically sourced
not
skull. Yes.
I mean, is it ethically
Locally
sourced?
sourced, organic, small batch.
Yeah, farmed from your enemies.
Yeah.
Is it
Mhm,
if it's a
mhm.
duel? It's ethic if it's a duel, right? Like if it's a like how human remains. When does it become ethical? If it's in the will, if it's in a duel,
It depends if you're putting them in the mail or not. I don't know.
I guess that does. Yeah, there's a
yeah.
surcharge on that.
Yeah, I mean it's weird. You have to go through a lot of customs clearances for that because it's just like you're not allowed to mail human remains, and it's like.
And if you mail them in some
mm,
countries, they have to
okay.
have passports.
Yes, they do.
Like Ramses II
'Cause it's-
had to have a passport for
Yes.
France, where his profession was
Yes.
listed as royalty.
Mummy. Oh.
His profession was listed as king,
Profession,
I believe.
mummy.
Nice, used from all the fallen PCs. The
Fallen
the fallen PCs or the fallen characters? Because like whenever one of my players dies, I turn their
Depends.
bones into pens. Is that what you said, Kelle? It depends.
I said it depends.
Oh,
I said it depends. You know,
that
if
makes
it's
a
your
difference.
or you could turn them into pens. I mean, a nice little, like
I'll just get
Alma as
Stu.
a
Stu
pen.
made me a pen for Christmas last year. All right,
There
so
you go.
folks, I think it's time for us to head back into game and into the time tunnel. All right, y'all ready?
We had an opportunity to sing the time warp and we didn't.
We did not. But we're heading back
We
into
did
game
not.
right
Copyright
now.
laws.
Yep, copyright. We did it in your heads. All right, heading back
Yeah.
into game now. Ready? 3, 2, and welcome back to Dreams of Arkos here on Dork Tales. As you step into the tunnel before you, darkness surrounds you. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from everyone besides Deianera, since she already made hers as the first one down the hallway?
Dirty 20.
30-20.
5.
It's a wisdom save,
5.
you said?
Yep.
17.
Tyria, you do have a point of inspiration that you could use.
But is Tyria feeling particularly inspired right now to use that inspiration?
That's
She
up to you.
wandered down a hallway. I feel like, on one hand, terrible things have happened to Tyria 2 games in a row now, where she's attacked her friends. And on the other hand, it would be really funny if something terrible happened to her again. So I don't think she's going to spend the inspiration.
Can you make me a Constitution
To use it
save?
for something else. Totally.
Oh, balls.
Wrong button. I did well on the con save. I have a 23.
All right. So, as you are headed down the hallway, darkness surrounds you, and everybody except for Tyria got a pretty high number. Gwylan and Mystredo, what did you get?
I got a 14.
I got a total of 17.
You got a 14. Okay.
Bye.
Can you make me a Constitution save as well?
Yes. Let me get back to my. If I have any. Oh, of course not. I have no modifier for that. Of course not.
Yeah, at least I'm not alone in suffering. Secret high five?
Oh,
Secret high five?
that's a 6. Can I use my determination
Inspiration.
to reroll?
You can use your inspiration to reroll.
Inspiration. I can use my inspiration to reroll.
Mhm.
Okay. It's a 14 as well.
A 14 as well? Okay.
14.
You head down the hallway. And darkness surrounds you. The walls fade away from you. And soon, the 5 of you and your mechanical companions find yourselves walking through a long, bleak stretch of nothing. The walls expand out until blackness is all that you can see. Nothing except a single line of floor ahead of you. Anytime you try to step off of that little 5-foot patch of floor, it's like light is shining around you. Like the floor seems to grow, like sand trickling beneath your toes, forming cobblestones and passageways. Do you continue going straight? Do you wander off into the myriad choices around you?
Keep going straight, I think.
Tyria. Actually, can I get everyone except for Tyria to make me a survival roll?
Oh, no.
With disadvantage, please.
Concerned
Oh,
beeping
no.
sound. Beep, 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 beep.
6.
Does this have anything to do with Faye, Kelly?
No.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Okay.
15 and 5.
Oh.
12.
A 12?
Disadvantage takes off 1.
Disadvantage, you roll 2 dice and take the lowest.
Oh, I rolled 2. Okay. Let's hope the other one is not much lower. Oh, 16.
16. Mystredo, you kind of stick to your friends. Deianera, what'd you get?
12.
12.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, that should have been an 18. I do have a +2 for survival.
Nice. Okay.
So, yeah.
Gwylan and Forn, you both start to wander off of the straight path. And as you do, Forn, you take a step off, and I need you to make me a charisma save.
Oh, no.
And Gwylan, I will need you to make one as well.
Okay, and I'm going to use my inspiration. So 17, 15, so that's 18 with the inspiration. I mean, determination.
18?
The inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. As you spend that, you are going to take a step off the path and find yourself standing on craggy rocks. You can see the path behind you, but the way in front of you is a brilliant seascape. You feel a phantom pain in your chest, and as you look down, you see a spear jutting through your sternum. It didn't have to be this way, you hear a voice behind you say.
Do I recognize the voice?
No, it feels lost to time and grading. And as you turn around, you'll see your friends standing on the blackness. Gwylan, what did you get
Yeah?
on your save?
Well, I rolled a nat 20, so it's
Perfect.
24.
And as you are standing there, you're going to hear the crashing of waves around you. You're going to feel the path rise up beneath you and feel a strong hand place itself on your forearm. And a voice that sounds distant, indistinct, but accented with the Southern Isles will say, "To adventure." And as you turn, the silhouette of a masculine form will evaporate into sand. The rest
Do
of
I
you,
recognize the form, or just it's indistinct?
it's indistinct. Whatever it is, it's quite large, quite broad. Tyria, you have no idea what your friends are doing. You know that the way to get through this is straight ahead. And then you take a right, and then you take a left, and then you take a right.
Sounds right. And then left and then right.
What do you do? Like, you have an innate sense of how to get through this. You can see the path in front of you stretching out.
But they're just sort of standing around, right?
Yeah.
I think she's actually going to take that yarn from before and try to wrap it around them.
Okay.
And use it to try to pull them softly behind her. Not like physically pulling them, but just with like a gentle nudge.
Okay. Do each of you allow yourselves to have this yarn tied around you?
Do I see a figure or anything, or?
Yeah, like-
So as this figure dissolves into sand, Tyria is going to step through it,
Okay.
almost like walking through a waterfall, just kind of whoosh, and is going to wrap a loop of yarn around your hand.
All right, that's pretty weird, but you know what? We're hallucinating, so sure, why not?
Is this happening to everyone, or
Yeah.
what did?
Deianera and
this is just
Mystredo,
them.
you're just looking around. You're like, you think straight is the right way to go. You think staying on this path is safest.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you, Deianera and Mystredo,
Can we see Tyria?
you can see Tyria. She wanders over, wraps a length of yarn
Yeah.
around Gwylan's hand.
Mhm.
And when you look, Forn and Gwylan just like stepped off the path, walked a few steps, and are like staring into space.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you need to, if we got to stay together, that's probably a good idea. Although now I'm kind of surprised that the yarn is still with us. But anyway, we'll just go with it.
It was really
Forn,
pretty, okay?
I know, I know.
you turn behind you, feeling the pressure of that spear inside of your back. And as you reach up to grab the haft of the spear, a length of yarn is going to be wrapped around your hand.
Wait, when did this get here?
She'll try to reach the other two as well, but if they seem sensible and on the path and resistant to it, she's not going to push it.
Deianera will have. If you know where you're going, by all means, please take the lead in tying us all
Yes,
together. It's probably
I'm-
smart.
I'm happy to be taken with Tyria. I'm assuming she knows where we're going.
Hopefully.
Deianera probably like links it through some of her tack, just so it's lower down, so for more room.
Okay. And with that, Tyria, using your maze sense, you are going to bring your friends up and out of this darkness. But as you do, there is going to be this strange pressure. The darkness fades away from you as you step into a large, about a 12-foot wide corridor that stretches from west to east. A tunnel of blackness is to the south. And as you step out, there's this pressure, Tyria, in your knees, in your elbows, in the joints of your fingers. And Mystredo as well. Your snakes are heavy, lethargic, and your vision is a bit blurry around the edges. And as you turn and look, you'll see that Mystredo's hair is streaked with white, and Tyria's has gone almost completely gray around the temples and tips. The horns are aged and longer. Each of you has aged 25 years.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Well,
Warren's probably still trying to feel his chest. Is like, do I have a hole in my chest? Where...
What happened?
pull up
You
the
do not.
hand mirror. Try to adjust her hair.
Honestly, hold on, I'm going to roll to see whether or not you look good with gray hair. You know what? It's honestly, you'd be one of those old Minotaur ladies that should go blue. Mystredo is doing like good with the streaks though.
But how are the snakes feeling? It's like
Very
are they
lethargic,
okay?
and their scales look like they haven't molted correctly. Like they're kind of patchy and mangy.
Oh, my poor friends, my poor babies. Aw.
Continue forward slowly.
All right.
How did this?
Do that awkward stretch thing. I feel like I'm sore everywhere now.
Please tell me this is temporary.
I'm like I could
I hope
sleep on a
so.
weird,
I hope so.
slightly angled pillow and I would be uncomfortable for an entire week.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, are you all right?
Not particularly.
I don't quite think the gray works for me. So, no.
Well,
I'm glad
let's-
you're all right. You
Try and
two
Yeah, is
seem
my
so
body any
lost in
different,
there.
or is it because of its nature? It's kind of
You seem
same
fine.
still?
Yeah, well, he's dead inside, so who cares?
Aren't we all?
Ouch.
Oof. Apparently, Godfrey of a lady over in the corner over there.
I showed you +5 to sarcasm.
So to this is this the ton is where coming out kind of from the where we came from? Is that also black, or is the black on the?
The black is just the southern tunnel. So as you are stepping out into the main hallway, you can see that there is a large kind of central chamber here. There's a passage that leads directly ahead of you to the west. There's another passage that splits off to the south. And Deianera, at the front of the group, you can see that there is a large glittering chest lying at the end of that corridor directly to the south. The black passage being behind you.
And can I make some sort of... Is there any, like, difference in light coming from either direction? Like, does one look lighter, one look darker, one look...
No? They seem to be very similar, maddeningly so.
Deianera's gonna try and somewhat block the view of the chest from the rest of the party members.
Okay.
Specifically Tyria.
So
And then
mean.
kind of be like, so south or east?
West.
West, I mean. West, yes. It's...
Looks at Tyria. Any idea?
Sorry, I feel like I always need to snack now. I mean, if I had to choose one, I would go right instead of the left we were doing before, which would be west.
Okay. I guess so.
Well, you got us out of that weird darkness, so sure, okay.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Did any of us walking by notice the chest stand?
I would like
across the
everyone to
bench
make me
trying
a perception roll. Now you've got partial obstruction, so I'm going to raise the DC to see this. So the DC is going to be 14 with Deianera standing in the way.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
You see under her
Jeez.
legs.
Yeah.
11.
24
kinda-
somehow.
Oh my god. No.
I rolled a 19.
No, Mystredo don't see nothing.
Okay.
She rolled 9. It was like la 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 la.
So
She's like
as
"My snakes, my
as
snakes."
you start to move by, Tyria and Forn are going to see a glittering chest to the south.
Forn's gonna kind of grab Gwylan by the shoulder.
Gwylan,
What?
he grabs you and like tries to hold you in place, which just causes you to like kind of look at him and then look south and immediately see a treasure chest.
Oh, god damn. No. We're trying to go duel with other stuff. We can loot it on the way back out if we survive.
I mean,
It's probably trapped. Again.
this is not a statue of a demon.
And Gwylan's like,
has
if it's like grabbing the arms, like grab the arm and try and like shuffle and like change it so that I'm pushing him instead.
All right, I'm going.
Well, this might be a dead end anyways.
So we might have to come back and look at the treasure.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes. Yep.
Mhm.
Fine.
So now cross your fingers and pray to whatever deity it is that it's a dead end so you can go check out the chest. Restraint is the word of the day here.
Yes.
Yes.
What deity is supposed to? Who am I supposed to pray to?
I don't know. What gods do you... There's a bunch of
The
them.
None of
orphan?
them.
I figured
Pick
you
one.
would.
Or Braid of the Fates or something. Or to
Fate's the
yourself, I
reason
don't
why I'm
know.
in the shithole to begin with.
It's,
Let's just keep going. The sooner we get through, the sooner we can maybe go back through and get back to normal.
Yeah, I
I don't
could
know what normal
use
is
some-
anymore.
Booster joints.
Mm.
Lenny looks a little weary.
Oh, he's very tired. Oh. Mm.
Always got the
Just let him
smoker's
sleep.
cough.
Oh, poor Lenny. Oh no! Don't strain yourself. Don't strain yourself. I'll find you a nice little tiny
It's
mouse.
gonna be really
later.
good. Snake Tom Waits pun here.
Snake weights. It's like a shake weight, but it's snake weights.
Oh. Oh my God, no!
The 2010s were a cursed time.
Sound like the aunts and the symptoms. Yeah, in the Simpsons. Yes.
All right. As you head forward,
Selma.
you go through a switchback. Right turn, right turn, until you come out in a 25-foot wide hallway. Now, there's another passageway that leads back to the east above the passages you just came through, and then banks at a right turn to the south. However, what catches your eye immediately is the collapsed corridor to the north. Piles of stones have fallen from the nearby wall and ceiling, creating an unnatural blockage here. Vines intersect with these old stones. And they look lush and green. And you can smell greenery on the other side. In fact, anybody with a passive perception of 15 or higher are going to smell the beautiful scent of flowers coming through. All different types. This is the first living thing you guys have seen in this entire tomb.
Now,
Ooh.
is it just me or is this dramatically out of place?
Oh,
Just a bit.
very.
Gonna take a moment to sort of actually sniff the air here and see if she can identify different sources of smells.
Sure, go ahead.
Your keen snout being hilarious.
You can make me a perception or investigation roll. And Deianera, can
Do
you make me a
perception.
perception roll with advantage?
Okay.
Or a survival roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Let's do a survival roll with advantage.
Okay.
I have a 22.
A 22?
Sniff.
I rolled
Um,
a 6 and a 7.
you were going to
so
smell-
14.
14? Okay.
I'll
you-
add my determination on it to make it 17, actually.
Okay. So first off, Tyria, you're going to smell roses and lavender and chrysanthemum, anise, and lily, lots of it, as well
Just
as
gonna list them out while she's sniffing the air.
cherry blossom. All, and as you're going through this, anybody who wants to can make me a nature roll. Deianera,
That's an 11.
11,
That's interesting.
15.
Yeah.
15,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20.
Ooh.
Tyria,
This is like the one thing Tyria is good at.
Ooh, 19.
19. Okay. Forn, Mystredo, and Tyria. As Tyria is listing off these, none of these should exist in the same biome.
Druid. No, this is
Unnatural. Deianera, taking a step forward,
it's gotta be
you're
magical.
going to touch one of the vines, and it slightly writhes under your finger, and you're going to get this sense in your head. This is touched by the Feywild.
Huh. I think we're finally in the right direction.
How do we get past the rocks then?
Well, could we just push them?
Or melt them?
Maybe you could push them.
Melt them? How would you melt the rocks?
I
How
can't
big are
spit
some of these
acid.
rocks?
Does it chew through a stone? Goodness.
Don't know. Never tried.
So
Does it look like there's like big chunks of rocks that one could just pick up and move?
it looks like
doesn't
you.
look-
It looks like you could excavate it. It would take time though.
It's all right.
Manual labor. You think it would probably take better portion of
Most of the day.
most of a day to clear this out.
So for carrying capacity and weight, I can push and drag. I technically count as large for that.
Mhm. So that with
that-
you counting as large, I'd say it still would take about 8 hours then, rather than the
Oof.
12 that I would initially. Because you are a draft horse, they get to use some rope to pull some of the bigger ones with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess we don't have much other choice.
Well, we could see what's down the hallway to the right. Maybe there's another entrance.
That's true. Sure, let's go check it out then.
Can I get marching order?
I think Gwylan was gonna go happy at either first or second.
Okay.
Actually, I was thinking Deianera is gonna just start on the excavation.
Sure. Tyria will go with Gwylan.
All right.
Well,
And
being that Mystredo's a druid, she probably wants to touch the vines. 'Cause, you
Can't touch
nature
grass.
and all that. Okay. Boring. Okay, well, she'll pull up the last.
Oh no, I
That's-
mean like you should touch grass. You touch grass, get a sense of yourself. So you're gonna stick it around with the vines?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Okay. Forn,
Maybe I can help Deianera some
Mhm.
ways.
what are you doing?
he actually wants to try to dragon breath the rocks with acid to see if it clears it out any faster.
Okay. So
Okay.
Forn
Mystredo's
pulls his
gonna
mask.
stand back then.
Stands there as Forn starts to blast things. One moment. I want you to make me a luck check. Roll me a d20. Tell me what you get.
D20? All right. That's a 7.
That's a 7. Okay. So as you breathe this, it's going to splatter the sides of the rocks as well as the vines. And as you do that, can I get a dex save from everybody who's stuck behind?
Dude.
That'll include me then, right?
That includes you because you're right in front of it.
Good
That's a
job.
That's a what?
10.
Okay.
17.
17? Okay.
19.
19? Okay.
19.
There is going to be a small, high-pitched shriek as the vines retract in pain. And Forn, some of the rocks are going to come free and start to tumble toward you. You are going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as a boulder careens and
What?
smashes you in the
Gourd.
face.
Out.
However, there is a small opening at the top, large enough for a small person to climb through. Now, working at
could
that
we talk
hole,
to them? Are they sentient?
working at that hole, you might be able to make it through even faster. So, Forn, congrats. You took a rock to the face, but you found a potential shortcut.
I think Deianera will continue to clear things out, but then also just send Sophos in through the hole and see what's going on. You can
Okay.
do a little
Little recon there.
reconnaissance.
All right. So,
Mystredo feels bad for the rocks and the vines,
right.
but still watching.
The rest of you. you've progressed down the hallway a bit, and you see that it stretches about 100 feet before it banks to the south. There in the dim light. Sorry, go ahead.
Apologize a bit to Gwylan while we walk. Just one of the little. I really want to apologize for partially crushing you earlier. I know I wasn't in control of my facilities at the time, and there was a nefarious flickering imp thing doing it, but it still is probably a bit of a challenging thing to see someone who, you know, is perhaps a friend, or at least would like to be a friend, attack you, so I'm very sorry.
You know what? If we make it through this all alive, buy us a round of drinks. Then we'll be even.
Sure. Sounds like a plan to me.
Because honestly,
He's gonna go to like pat you on the head and then stop and look at you to see if it's okay.
she just kind of like shrugs.
I'll give you a pat
It's
on the
not
head.
the first time I've had an ally try to beat me to death. Like, it's just
You live a
Try
deeply
don't let it happen
concerning
again.
life, little friend.
just don't let it happen again.
Sorry, Kelly.
About what? So, as the two of you are walking down the hallway, what are both of your passive perceptions?
Is
I
it
think mine's
related?
14.
Actually, never mind. This doesn't increase my passive perception. Never mind. So 13.
So as you're walking through the hall, you're occasionally going to notice, Gwylan, that there are little bits of root sticking out from the stones on the northern wall. Whatever greenery is on the other side there with the vines, it seems like it's actually gotten into the mason work. Tyria, if this is pointed out to you, this is just bad craftsmanship.
Shoddy workmanship. The seal between the stones. Oh, it must be terrible on the other side. This is ridiculous. Come on. Hundreds of years of labor to build and maintain this place, and this is. Oh, I'm gonna write an angry letter. Can't believe it.
All right.
Right to who?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Isn't everyone who crafted this dead by now? Like,
Sure, but like, we need more resources to maintain and possibly rebuild the northern, I think, section of the labyrinth, clearly.
Yeah, sure.
As you come to
Well,
the
look.
end of the hallway, you'll see that
turn.
it banks south. And at the end of this broad corridor is a broad chest, just sitting by itself.
Oh, man. That's definitely a different chest than the one we passed earlier, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, crap. I think Gwylan's gonna look back over her shoulder towards the others who
And
are
you see
excavating.
Forn take a boulder to the face.
And is gonna just duck down the corridor.
Okay.
Yeah, doing exactly the same thing. Trying to
Okay.
be sneaky about it. Do.
Okay. It is a
Let's
plain,
go investigate the chest.
It is a plain-looking chest, and you can see that it has a padlock in front of it that's holding it shut, with a key jutting out of its lock.
That looks like a trap.
I mean, or someone just forgot the key. Although if
I
someone
think
forgot the key, I should
Gwylan's
probably write another angry letter, so.
going to approach and is going to try and investigate the chest for anything interesting. or
Actually,
for
let me
traps
let me
or-
correct something. It's not a padlock;
Yeah.
just the front lock has the key still in it. Is what I meant to say. So that was my bad.
Okay.
So hit F5
Um,
to save your state.
Yeah, we're gonna quick save and then we're gonna try approach the chest and to
Alright.
turn the key.
The key yields before you like a gentle lover, a British female voice says to you. Something in the darkness speaks to you. No. You're gonna investigate? What'd you say you were gonna do? Sorry, I was getting Baldur's Gate 3
I was gonna
flashbacks.
investigate.
Okay.
I know, right? Same.
Make me a roll.
First we're gonna investigate, and then we're gonna reach for the key.
Sounds
So
good.
nothing. Oh boy. To investigate, that's a good old 7.
Looking at it, it appears to be a completely normal chest.
Right. It's not like sitting on like
It's at a
like
slightly
plates
no,
or anything. It's not like there's no tripwires. Okay,
Nope.
cool.
it's
Cool.
even not even lined up completely with the stonework. It looks like it was dropped here.
I think she's gonna mumble something along the lines of, "It's not hypocrisy if no one sees me do it, right?" And is going to reach forward and try and open the lock.
Now, Tyria, are you
Close
staying?
my eyes. Hang on.
Tyria, are you standing about 15 feet back?
Yeah, specifically.
Sounds good. All right, so Gwylan, you're going to flip the switch, and or pardon me, flip the switch. You're going to twist the key, and as you do, there's going to be a tick, and the lid's going to just kind of slowly open like a music box. And there's nothing inside. Literally nothing inside. Like, you look down and can't see the bottom of the... Well, actually, there's something that you can kind of see inside of it. As your vision kind of adjusts.
Ominous?
You see a corridor? A corridor? Make me a strength save.
Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Let me just check one of my features here.
Okay.
I have proficient in strength saving throws. Oh, good. Good, good, good.
Yes, you are.
Because of my one feature. Okay. That's what I wanted to check. So, in that case, I have no bonus to that. I'd say 16.
A 16? Okay, suddenly you're going to feel this immense pressure suck on you, and you are going to feel yourself lifted off the ground and pulled into the chest. Reflexively, you're going to whip your spear out, and it's going to clink, holding onto the edges of the chest as you are being sucked through it. Basically, the chest is held open only by your spear as your legs are flopping like a fish. But you are not completely sucked through. Tyria, you're going to see this.
Can I take a reaction?
Yeah, please, what do you want to do?
And
Feather fall.
Okay.
Just the moment you start getting sucked in, just like yeet a little thing at you to slow your descent.
Okay. So, you are flapping almost like you're hanging from like a parallel bar. And, all right. So, do you two want to roll initiative?
This is not great. I have a 2.
A 2? Okay. So, Gwylan, what would you like to do? Unless you roll a 1.
No, I got a 22 for
Okay.
initiative, which is nice. I would like to shift. So I'm holding the spear. It's keeping this thing open. I want to kind of
Yeah.
like shimmy forward and like get my so I can kind of like get my hands on the edge of the chest.
Okay, that sounds good. Do you want to make me an athletics test to try to pull yourself out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Down beneath you, it looks like it's sucking you down into a vertical, like this vertical tunnel shaft with almost like you know, like the inside of a vent structure, how there's like all of these like passageways going off like the inside of like an air duct. It looks like it's about to drop you down one of those. It was very difficult not to say a certain permutation of those words.
Yep. All right. So yeah, Gwylan's gonna try and hoist herself out. Is this just an athletics?
It's just an athletics
Check.
roll. Yep. With disadvantage, though, please.
Okay.
The rest of you might hear something around the corner after this round.
Hey, you want to know what I got with the disadvantage? I rolled 2 3s.
Oh my god.
You want to
Okay.
know what my athletics score adds to that? If it's just athletics?
Yep.
3.
So 6? Okay.
6.
Okay, so I'm going to say that holding on, you are going to try to pull yourself out, and instead are going to start to tumble inside. Like you're going to like try to grab and pull yourself out, and instead your grip is going to slip, and you are going to start to fall. However, fairly slowly, thanks to Tyria. Tyria, what would you like to do?
I would like to stick my head back around the corners. I'm going to run to the end and just yell, "Trouble!" and then run back.
Okay.
Or at least close to the edge. I'm not sure if I can get there and back with when still have an action.
You absolutely can. Gwylan, you are going to accidentally get put inside of... Gwylan, can you make me a... Actually, don't worry about it at all. You are going to gently float. So Tyria rushes to the edge of the hallway and yells, "Trouble!" What do the rest of you do as you're clearing away rubble?
She's gonna do something that she can get back to, though.
Cool. All right, so you can get back to the edge of the chest, which is starting to close. What do you do?
Gonna throw the yarn at her.
Okay.
Holding on to an end of it.
Okay. The yarn is going to fall into the chest and is going to unspool with you holding a piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then our plan is to pull on it.
Okay.
Hopefully it's strong.
It is very strong. Gwylan, would you like to grab that?
If I see it falling and it's close to me, sure, I guess.
All right, Tyria, you can go ahead and make me an athletics check to pull on that.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. I rolled a 19, so I actually have a 26. She's got nature, she's got perception, she's got athletics and animal handling. That's it.
So here's what's going to happen. You are going to fall through this chest, and Gwylan, you are going to get spat out the other side. And as you do, this duct that you were going to be falling down, suddenly gravity shifts, and you realize that it's not vertical, it's horizontal. You are spat out of another treasure chest, hit the ground softly, and sit on your butt for a second, trying to process what is happening as this ephemeral figure comes into view, coalescing out of mist. This dead soldier, dressed in ancient hoplite finery, will step toward you and say, "You, who art thou?" And suddenly the yarn you're holding is going to yoink you back through the chest. Well, that was weird. You'll hear behind you as you suddenly are yanked back through the chest, hitting the ground on your butt.
Oh, that was weird.
Forn,
What
Mr.
happened?
I found another chest. And a ghost, I think.
You found a ghost?
Maybe.
Artificer's tools, hammer and nail. Hammer in the chest.
All right. So, everyone else, are you rushing to the edge of the corridor?
I think
Yeah,
Gwylan's
so-
standing up
Deianera
and brushing
will-
off
See what's going on.
her
Yeah,
clothes.
we'll dash 90 feet on her turn in initiative or whatever. Like she can
Okay.
do 90
Yeah,
feet
I'll
around.
dash to
Gwylan's
80, but when
walking-
he gets to the chest, he kind of snaps his jaw back in place.
Walking back towards the entrance, the hallway.
Okay. As you rush to the end,
Yeah,
you're going to
yeah.
see Gwylan hit the ground and Tyria start hammering this chest shut.
Wait, was there not treasure in there?
Turn around and just
There
say,
was no treasure.
It's haunted.
Mimic?
Chest is
Oh.
haunted.
So,
No mimics.
Told you
Nope.
Haunted chest. Oh,
this is why we stay away
The
from
ghost.
chests.
Yep.
that makes sense.
This is why I told you
Alright.
to stay away from the chest.
That's fair.
You
What did I
opened it,
do?
didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Really?
What part of haunted chest did you not hear? I'd like to roll deception.
Yeah.
Doesn't trust you at all.
Why would you?
Has Sophos come back with anything interesting? To report?
So, Sophos, thank you for reminding me about Sophos.
You're welcome.
Sophos is going to come back a moment later, kind of like as you are down this corridor. Sophos is going to pop back out and start, like, he's going to fly through that little hole and drop a sprig that appears to be from a hawthorn tree.
Oh, proof of land. Just like that guy with the giant boat.
Ridiculous?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a legendary sailor.
What did you find, Sophos, other than a hawthorn tree? What's in there?
What's in there?
A garden.
A garden.
Big
Wow.
garden and a tunnel.
All right. So Sophos found a garden and a tunnel. Everyone.
Food. Berries.
And food.
Fruit. It smells like the Feywild. He will say to you, Deianera.
No dangers that you saw in there, Sophos?
Nothing obvious, but I would be worried. I would be wary.
Oh, also let me play around. I think you got your voice was a little bit muffled in the thing.
What?
I think I remember he had either a like Lucifer or Sean Connery accent. I think we had him kind of sounding.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I appear to have had my voice modulation prematurely aged by my abandonment down the tunnel.
Well, we will get it fixed. Don't worry.
Good. I would hate to end up sounding like one of those common apparata. Y'all.
Precisely. Alright. Well, if we excavate this area... Looks like there's... some sort of shelter?
Alright. What are you all doing to excavate it?
Keep trying.
Are you just gonna put in the elbow grease?
I don't have anything.
I mean,
I don't know.
the way I will describe it right now, there is basically about 9 to 10 inch hole, big enough for a small creature to climb through, like Sophos or Mouse.
Yeah.
Actually, Mouse is a great excavator. But Kelle, just a reminder, you should think fourth dimensionally.
Yes. Well, she still wants to try and because the vines made a sound. She heard it, yelp, and the rocks moved. So she wants to try. Maybe can I just talk to them? Say, excuse us. Can you hear me? Are you able to talk with us?
Are you just speaking naturally?
She's gonna try that first. Yes.
There is no response as you speak to the rocks and the retreated vines.
Can I touch one of the vines and just kind of like pet it nicely to start?
You
with?
may pet the vine. Yes. So you pet the vine nicely.
Okay, I'm petting the vine nicely. Does it respond to touch in any way?
Does not appear to.
But it's not shrinking back. Okay. What can I do? What can I do? Animal messenger. Oh, can I speak with plants?
Do you have what level spell is that?
I have speak with plants.
Do you have it prepared? I don't think you.
Hang on. No, I used up all those slots. Never mind.
Oh yeah, it's a 3rd level. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't use it. No, sorry. All
right,
And
so-
I have one first level slot left.
Wild. Absolutely wild.
Hey Cal, do you want to make me an insight check?
Oh. Yeah. Right.
I feel like this is shaping up to
Kelle-
something pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Okay, what do you suggest? Okay, form of what? What should I be?
It's Kel's first time as a druid, everyone.
Yes, it was a druid. I've only been a goat so far.
a goat could probably fit through. No, a goat can't fit through there.
Oh, a mouse.
Yeah. You could, like...
I'm going to wild shape into a mouse.
We did it, everyone.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Big note on sheet.
That's okay.
Big note on
One second. I'm gonna get you a rat token.
Okay.
If it pulls up.
Yeah, a rat. Mice don't have bladders. I don't want to pee everywhere. So
Wait,
I'm
mice
gonna
don't
be
have
a rat.
bladders?
No, they pee all the time.
Okay.
I know.
I
Yeah.
learned a thing, guys.
I learned that from our pest control guy. He's like, well, that sucks.
Old gray rat,
Rat it is.
it tain't what she used to be. Okay, let's make a slightly smaller rat. Or else it's pointless to get through that hole.
Does the rat doesn't have snake hair, does it?
I mean, potentially too. I don't know if
It's a green rat.
Mystredo's person has seen what an ape looks like, but wild shape you could also be well, I don't know if an ape. Well, no, it's probably not. I'm thinking.
She
like
said rat, and we're
gorilla.
going with rat, folks.
I said rat.
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm doing rat.
You said mouse, but we were like rat, same idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rat. Yee. Okay, we're going in there. Okay. Ooh.
Climbing through the hole,
This is nice.
you're going to find yourself in a plush chamber, a garden that is nearly 100 feet wide, and almost equally tall.
By rat standards, yes.
Well, I mean, it's basically a large square
And it's a
chamber. Brambles weave their way in, and you can't see any stonework at all. The ground is plush grass. Old stone pillars hold the ceiling up beneath vines in 4 centers of the room. Passageways of winding trees and brush block off this square. But the walls are rife with these trees that seem to grow here without sunlight. The
So
room,
it's definitely trees, not a hedge.
it's definitely trees. But
Trees, okay.
Yeah.
Have to check.
So looking around, you can smell fruit, you can smell, but no rot.
No.
Nothing at all, like not even the rot of fallen fruit.
Definitely magical, definitely fey. Okay, I want to do a quick perimeter around, just a quick run around.
Okay. As you are doing so, you make your way through some of the. Make me a stealth roll. And your bonus for stealth as a rat, you have a dex of +0. So whatever your stealth is,
Let me double check.
just use a dex of 0. Actually, you know what? Give me advantage because you're a rat.
Actually, no, rat has a dex of 0, or
Rat,
me?
rat has a
Mystredo
dex of 0.
Rat has a dex.
So you have the physical stats of a rat. So whatever
okay.
your stealth score is +0, but you have advantage. So roll twice, give me the highest.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to beat 19. No, I'm not going to beat 19.
Okay. So with a 19, you are able to jump through a number of the vines, the different bits of thorny undergrowth, and peruse the area without consequence.
Okay. and it just looks like a nice green space so far.
It looks like a gorgeous garden.
That is curiouser and curiouser, but so far, so good. Okay, she's gonna pop back out to the other side and report back that everything looks great for some reason.
So you're going to shift back into Mystredo?
Yes.
Okay. So after
Because
about...
otherwise I can't tell them. Can I
No.
talk as a rat?
Good squeak, squeaker,
No.
squeak, squeaky,
Squeak, squeak,
squeak,
squeakity,
Squeaker,
squeak,
squeaker,
squeak,
squeak.
squeak, squeakity.
Squeakity squeak.
Yes.
All right. So with
I
that,
owe
you're
you
going to
2
climb back through
acorns.
and go
Yep.
back into Mystredo.
Whoa!
So, did you
It
find
it
portals
looks-
or
no portals, but it's a giant garden. But I don't know how anything is. I don't know how it grows, how it's in there.
Did you
Everything
see any way
is
to get
fresh.
in?
any other
No
routes,
other way to get.
passages?
No, not. I just did a quick perimeter. Everything looks like it's just that one space.
Okay, so
It's central to something.
if it's
Exactly
just
what Sophos saw.
a weirdly magical, fey-touched garden with nothing connected
Let's
to
just-
it.
Vague.
Really?
Move the rock.
Not that I could see.
Yes.
Well, then why would we
I
waste
mean,
our
I
time
just-
like moving the rocks if there's nothing through there?
Because
just
it's
a garden.
probably full of delicious
It's-
snacks.
Well,
It's probably
Sophos
full
said
of
there was a-
curses.
There's fruit.
a
There's
tunnel.
fruit. It's
Sophos
Sophos
said he
said-
saw a tunnel in there.
I just did a quick
Did
perimeter.
you not see the tunnel?
Oh, I wasn't looking for it. I could go back.
You know what? How about
I
you
could
go back and look, and we keep trying to
Sophos
excavate.
could come with me.
Sure.
Maybe
Okay.
Sophos could
do
show
not
me.
eat.
Okay. You have another wild
Don't eat
shape?
Me? Let's see if I do. I
think you have 2.
can. I do get 2. Yes.
And you haven't transformed. You haven't shapeshifted
Yep.
since you turned into a goat yesterday.
Nope. Nope. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It was yesterday.
So
Okay.
transmogrifying yourself into a rat.
Rat.
You can
Rat.
head back in. I want you to
Form
make
of
me an
rat.
investigation check with advantage.
Okay.
Can Sophos give Mystredo the help action? For
That is why she has advantage.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
cool.
16.
16. So Sophos will
Yeah.
head over to the eastern wall and will fly around the center of it, kind of squeaking at you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Looking around, you can see kind of what he's kind of miming at you is air pressure changes.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
as he does that,
do I feel it?
you're going to smell it, and you're going to smell that there is a
Ooh.
breeze coming along this center
Oh.
corridor. It looks like through this incredibly thick mass of tree and growth is another tunnel that leads off to the east.
Okay.
Can you make me another
Okay,
stealth roll, please, with advantage, because you are a rat?
Okay. Yeah. I am a rat.
I am a rat. Hear me roar.
I am rat. 15. 15.
15. Let me just check something.
15.
One moment.
Does Sophos need to be rolling?
Do I get
stealth?
any
Yes. Can I get a stealth roll from Sophos?
bonus?
You do not, but you got advantage for being a tiny rat.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it would have been the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the other dice was actually a 14, so it was 15 regardless.
Okay, Sophos, give me that dex or that stealth.
Oh, beautiful! Absolutely.
Oh, yay.
beautiful.
Yay,
In a good way?
Oh, no, nat 1, my friend.
Nat 1.
Oh!
Nat 1 for Sophos.
All right, Sophos,
No,
as
he's not
you
very helpful.
as you are flying through, Outside, Mystredo, as you're headed back to tell your friends, you are going to hear a sudden squawk, and Deianera on the other side, you're going to hear, help, 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 help. I landed in a tree and the tree grabbed me. The tree grabbed me.
Oh no.
You are going to hear Deianera. Mystredo, as you are right at the rocks, you are going to see that there is the area around the hole is
Oh.
the area around the structure that is blocking the tunnel is being held in place by a number of vines on this side. It would be weakened incredibly if someone on this side of the tunnel were to do something to it.
Okay. On my side of the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before I'm not going to change back to myself yet. I'm going to try and chomp on the vine.
Okay. All right. Make me an attack roll.
Okay. 12.
12? Okay. 12 is enough to chomp. Go ahead and roll me your damage for a rat. That is 1 piercing. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay, so you start to nibble through some of the vines. And as you do so, you start to nibble. You think that you could probably nibble through this, but it would take you quite a while. There are a number of vines.
I should have been a goat.
The goat would have been faster.
Eaten them all. Yeah, goat would have been faster, but goat might not have gotten through the hole. Anyways, we're neither here nor there. So let's become Mystredo again and see if we can just hack at the
hack at them?
stuff. Yeah, hack at them. You know, I got a knife.
Okay.
Do I have a knife? I have something. I know I have something.
You do have a sacrificial knife. Make me a survival roll.
Oh, I have a dagger.
You have a dagger.
Okay.
Make me a survival roll.
I have a dagger.
Everybody else on the other side, though, what are you all doing? You're going to hear this like
Please be
frantic squawking.
You're going to hear Deianera saying Sophos is in trouble, the tree is attacking him, and then Deianera is going to be like starting to frenzy, try and like dig her way through.
So,
Okay.
and as soon as Mystredo went through, Gwylan started used her spear to start like leveraging the rocks around to try and help excavate.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So
and how much time was passing when all this was happening? Would I
about
have
5
time to
minutes at
take
the
a
most.
short rest since...
No.
Okay, so now. All right.
All right, Mystredo, what'd you get on your survival roll?
13.
13. I mean, bushwhacking this could work, but it'll still take you a minute or two. You need something that clears brush fast.
What have I got left? Do I Eldritch?
You have one level 1 spell left for sure.
Yep. Well, I mean, and I get Eldritch Blast as a cantrip.
This is true. You do.
This is true. So, oh boy, that would be rough. I mean, I have poison spray and produce flame also. Let's try the these are both cantrips as well. So let's try the poison spray first.
Poison spray? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay.
And I am just gonna double check that.
12. When do I ever use a D12? Guess this is when I'm going to. I shouldn't argue with that. That's a 9.
A 9? All right. So with 1 point of biting damage from the rat, you are going to raise your hand, cast poison spray, and the vines are going to let out a shriek and retreat. And with that, can I get a strength roll from? Can I get a combined strength check from everybody who's trying to excavate on the other side?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Pure strength.
Pure strength.
Nat 20, baby.
Woo!
18.
Ooh.
11.
I add nothing to my strengths unless it's a save.
You got a nat 20, so I don't care. And Deianera.
Yeah.
19.
Okay, between the 4 of you, Tyria more or less directing. Oh no, that's the engineering way to do it. The rest of you powering through, and Gwylan torquing down on her spear. A big gap is going to open at the top. Forn, you're going to be able to push this boulder out of the way before it smacks you in the head. And there is a place there that is big enough for you all to wiggle through. Can I please get an initiative roll off everyone?
Yes, sir.
You rolled pretty good initiative.
Nice.
Oh, Traz, do you have an initiative mod?
Yeah, I had 3.
Then you go ahead of Tyria.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
17.
What?
I rolled a 14. I rolled a 14.
well, what
Now
you got?
become Persona.
I also rolled a 14 with a +3, so we might
14
want to.
plus
Do we
3
want to?
here.
Okay, well, no. This is how it's gonna happen. And Kelle, you have to
No.
roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Please, if you
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Break the chain.
13?
Oh, god damn it.
13?
what's your initiative bonus? Is that with it?
I don't think I do I get an initiative?
Yeah, you add your
bonus?
dex
I don't
to
think
it.
Yes.
so. My dex. Sorry. Dex. Oh, +1. So that's
Aw.
14.
Okay, so Persona
For the chat, everyone except Kelle rolled a 17 on initiative.
Tyria, Gwylan,
Sorry.
Deianera, Forn, and then Mystredo. All right. So out of the 4 squad, who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Yeah, sure. Deianera is probably pretty eager to get going, but you probably all went in before her because she's the large horse at the rear.
It's true. You're flanking.
Yeah.
All right. So Forn, you're arguably the fastest with your monk smallness. So you bust through.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. What do you do?
You'll bust through, and where's Sophos at?
Sophos, as you
He's
bust
still
through,
stuck on the tree.
you are going to see
Oh,
that
dude,
there
you must
is a
have gone on the
large tree in the center. The cherry blossom tree has come to life and is grabbing him by the center mass and kind of looking at him quizzically.
Oh, I missed that part.
You were focused on the rocks.
Yeah, I was looking at vines. Yeah. Huh.
Does the tree look like it's trying to
Okay.
hurt Sophos, or is it just kind of just looking at him?
Looks like restraining for the moment.
Hmm.
And that's the tree in the middle right here.
It is the
Yeah.
tree in the center, which should be visible
And
to
how?
you.
Okay, I just don't see Sophos. That's why I wasn't sure.
Oh, Sophos is like kind of in the branches beneath.
Oh, okay. How far up is Sophos, and like how big is the gap between him
About
and
about 15 feet up in the air, being held.
Okay, so the form's going to move up to the tree, but get under where the vine is at, and dragon breath the vine to try to free Sophos.
Okay, so you're going to try to Dragon's Breath. Give me, what's my DC?
15. It'll be fire.
Okay, I save.
So you take half damage. So that is 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage. Okay, hold on just one moment while I tabulate that. Boop. 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 Okay, 6 fire damage. The tree ant is, well, the creature, the tree, you're assuming it's an ant, I guess, is going to let out a shriek of pain and is going to release Sophos.
Cool, then I'm going to spend a key point
that's
to
one
do the patient defense, because I don't want to get flacked.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Forn, that is your turn. Who's next? Deianera, Gwylan, or Tyria?
Well, I think Gwylan will like to try and hop up through.
Okay.
And get, so at least so I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So directly in front of you is a patch of thorn bush.
Okay. So how much is that obscuring vision?
Nothing. It's just rough terrain to pass through it.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm looking at if I'm able to see whatever. Is it a? What did you say it was?
It is a large.
treant or
Basically, the sakura tree in the center has come to life.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
it is
the
like trying to
living tree
brush.
thing.
It's a living tree that is trying to brush off its flaming limb at this point.
Oh, that's concerning. Okay. I would like to determine. So the effect is that I'm going to be casting damaging intel, which is something I can do with my sorcerer, the godly ancestor nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
So I can cast it once without using a spell slot and regain the ability to do so after completing short or long rest. So damaging intel. I study a creature I can see within range, which is 120 feet. And I learn all of its weaknesses. Creature must make a charisma saving throw. If it fails, I learn its damaging vulnerabilities, damage resistances, and damage immunities. And the next attack one of my allies makes within range makes against its target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's what I'm doing. That's my action.
Okay. So what, do I have to roll something for that?
You have to roll a charisma saving throw.
Okay. I don't think I did it. I only have a 12.
Okay, I do not believe that succeeds because my
Your save should probably be
save should
way
be
higher than
15.
12.
Yeah,
Okay, so you have advantage against it.
The next attack one of my allies in range makes against it has
Okay.
advantage until my next turn. But I learn any of his damaging vulnerabilities, damage resistances, and damage immunities.
Perfect. It is vulnerable to fire. It is resistant to bludgeoning and piercing.
Okay.
Yep, that's what you get.
Okay, so I think she's gonna call out fire or slashing. Burn it. And then as my bonus action, I believe I can hide. I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna do a hide action behind this pillar thing.
Sounds good. All right, up by the pillar, make me a stealth check. And Deianera or Tyria, who wants to go?
What, is pass without trait still active?
It is not.
It
It has been more than 10 minutes, and you guys did a short rest.
Okay.
Well, first off, if Sophos tries to fly away, will this tree try and attack him?
That is a great
Sophos is
question.
gonna try and fly away.
Okay,
Sophos
the
is
tree
gonna
is
try
going
to
to
fly away.
make a
That's what-
reaction to try to bat him.
Cap.
Pass without trace I get for an hour.
That is going to be... You get pass without a trace as an hour?
Yeah.
But does it hold with your wild shape?
Oh.
Yes. Anything
Probably.
that you cast beforehand does. So I guess that means that it technically would
Yeah.
still be on, but it's everything within inside 30 feet. So that will affect Gwylan.
Cool. So then that's an 18.
Yeah.
All right. That is going to be that is a 20, unnatural.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so Sophos tries to fly away, and it's going to say something in Sylvan. Do you speak Sylvan?
I do.
Invading mechanism. It will say in actually more of invading mechanism in a soft voice.
I comprehend languages up.
Is that only written, or is
That's true.
that's all?
It's
Okay.
primarily spoken language. It says if you have
Ooh.
something written, you have to be touching it.
Okay, that is going to be
Interesting.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, let me just pull up.
And so everyone who speaks
Still
Sylvan is going to hear that.
alive.
Invading mechanism. Out of my garden.
Ooh. I wonder if it's because it's a mechanism.
15 plus my ranger level is 5 is 20. Okay, Sophos is
Deactivated.
Yeah, he crumbles into pieces, and I have to rebuild him on a long rest.
Oh.
So you'll hear, which is going to Deianera. So it's your turn. What would you like to do?
So Deianera's in there. She's going to run and jump over the thorns if possible.
Yep, you can. It counts as rough terrain, so count that accordingly.
Perfect. I would like to style it as she's jumping it a la horse.
Okay, sounds good.
And then she's going to bonus action enter into her Amazonian battle cry as she is just absolutely livid.
Okay.
Is this thing Fey?
It is not. Well,
Okay.
I mean, yes, it is a fey plant. It would be both. It is technically the basic tree ent is only a plant, but this is from the fey realm, so I'm going to say yes.
Right.
Okay.
Fey-ish.
Cool.
It's fey-ish, like a little bit.
Fey-ish.
As a
She
tree.
is going to say to it in Sylvan, "We're looking to pass through. We mean no harm. Do not attack, or I will fire." And she will hold her action to take two. If you hold an action to, like, if you hold an action, I have 2 attacks, so I still get those 2 attacks, it going off.
So, technically, yes, but are you trying to use your action to make a persuasion roll?
No, I was just gonna talk to it, and if it's not meaning to be friendly, like if it just doesn't like the mechanical,
Mm-hmm.
then it's fine.
I'll
But
say
no,
that
she's
you
not
can hold
trying
your
to
attack sequence. Sure.
Okay, so she'll hold her it's the Fey bow as well, which is also what I was asking.
Fey bow.
Fey bow. So yeah, she will just hold her action, and if this thing makes any sort of aggressive action, she's gonna fire 2 arrows at it.
Sounds good. All right. And Tyria.
Tyria is going to try for persuasion. So she's going to do sort of the complete opposite approach of walking through that stuff. Actually, I guess movement-wise, I think she can only just stand in it. So I think she's going to stand in the thorns. And then we'll put her hands up and say, "I'm an authorized minder of this labyrinth. We mean you no harm. We're simply passing through."
You may make me... Oh god, I know what you're going to do. You may make me a persuasion roll with disadvantage because this thing was lit on fire. However, you still have your inspiration that you were saving. Damn it, I knew it. I knew it.
Okay,
so you're gonna roll-
so for a 10, let's try with inspiration.
Okay. Or are you just
Ooh,
rolling...
Disadvantage.
Sorry,
It's a disadvantage, right? Or
well, it just
I guess I
flattens
could
that.
use inspiration too.
You can use inspiration to make
Okay,
it flatten out
okay,
to
okay.
0.
Then I should just roll 1 dice.
You should just roll 1 dice. Just roll 1.
I have a 12.
Okay. You have your
my persuasion,
determination.
That is a 13, and I'll add determination to that for sure.
Okay. Okay, so 15.
I think so.
The tree ant is going to look at you. I have not seen one of your kind enter in quite some time. Minotaur, it says to you in Sylvan. You speak Sylvan, right?
We're not really... We're not really supposed to be back here. Very often. Only for emergency maintenance.
Do you travel with this abomination? It gestures down at the broken pieces.
Gonna really awkwardly allow Canary to hop out on my shoulder? Yes?
What is the meaning of this? Your people were once honorable tenders of this tomb. Now you cavort with those mechanical monstrosities.
I promise I can sympathize. Wasn't our decision to introduce the mechanical monstrosities, but we're doing our best to coexist with them. And some of them are quite sweet. Pat Canary.
I will cease hostilities if you do. She turns and nods at Deianera, who has the bow still drawn. Mystredo, it's your turn. Would you like to fireball?
No! I cast fireball.
That's usually the way this goes in D&D, so...
I know.
That's typically, yeah, we
No,
get to
no,
a
no.
peaceful resolution. next
Mystredo
player
uses
off.
her reaction to read the room.
Yeah. It's like,
That
I'm
one
not
read the room.
proficient in room.
yeah, I don't speak room.
Oh.
This is like,
Oh, hi, Mark.
oh, hi.
All right.
No, so yeah, so Mystredo's gonna I also, like, you know, hold action, just like she's just not gonna do anything, and just like yeah, put the dagger away and just kind of like, hey, yay, okay, thank you.
Why have you come this far into the labyrinth?
Oh gosh, I guess it's still me. We're seeking a portal?
A portal. Ah. At the tomb. You seek the wild.
Mm-hmm.
What business do you have in the realm of the eternal?
Somewhat challenging to explain, but very important for the sanctity of this tomb and all others. The other minders are asleep. I'll need to go through with them to wake them up.
Asleep on the job. How shameful.
Not by choice.
Would it help to tell the tree what's going on outside, that everybody's asleep, and it's the only way we can
That's
do
a good
it?
point, actually.
Yeah.
It's not just
I
the
still
minders.
don't know why I can understand it.
You can understand it?
Oh?
Yeah.
You speak Sylvan as well.
I can attempt
sure
to
do not.
translate back and forth if you want.
I mean,
You do not
there
all-
are
I
other
don't speak
I
things-
don't speak it.
You do not all speak Sylvan? How rude of me. Would you prefer I speak common? It switches to common.
Is she,
For
is she
them.
saying that in common?
She switches to common.
Huh.
Oh, thank you. That's most kind of you.
Yes, it is.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you attack my bird?
It is a mechanical monstrosity. This dungeon,
It has
labyrinth
the
is filled
soul
with
of a living. Has the soul of a living creature in it.
I have not the ability to detect souls. I assumed it was like the others. Perhaps I was mistaken. Can it be healed?
With time, I will have to spend probably the next night not getting sleep to work on him.
Do you wish to rest? As penance for the misunderstanding.
Yes.
I mean, rest is nice.
You may stay here, and I will show you the way to the tomb in the morning.
That's very
Wonderful.
generous of you.
Very.
Uh,
It's so kind.
well, now I feel kind of bad for what I did earlier. Sorry about that.
You should. It looks down at its
Yes.
burned arm.
Maybe tomorrow I can help healing.
What are your names? I am Berifa.
That's lovely. I'm Mystredo.
Mystredo.
Yes.
Tyria Zenos. Nice to meet you.
You can just call me Forn.
You are strange, unnatural.
I mean, he's a little weird, but that's kind of rude.
Yeah.
I'm
We
Gwylan.
were kind of rude.
Puts the mask on. Well, she's not wrong.
True.
Hmm. And you?
You're only a little bit strange.
You?
Deianera.
Hmm.
And you murdered Sophos.
He was an intruder. But I do feel sorrow knowing that he has a soul. Perhaps things will be better once you return him to life.
That's true.
In the meanwhile, rest here.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yes.
It's a rare pleasantry to meet a friendly face in a labyrinth like this.
Yes. I have taken this place as my abode to watch the tomb. Since I grew through the portal.
Oh.
We are neighbors then. I grew up at the entrance.
Small world this is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, friends, rest. Enjoy of the fruit of my garden. Your journey ahead will be difficult. Then again, all journeys are. I will return to rest. Wake me when you are ready to progress. And with that, the
Rest
tree will
well.
the tree will go still. You will be able to find a full smorgasbord of fruits and vegetables inside of this garden. Anything that, like,
Wowie, wow, wow.
yeah, no, like really great stuff.
Ooh.
And all of you are going to, pardon me one sec, I messed something up with the backgrounds. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I changed the background and I guess I picked the wrong size. Except for Deianera. Deianera's was flawless.
Nice.
Okay. Alright. Alright. All of you can take a long rest if you'd like.
Sounds good.
I will not be taking a long rest.
Okay.
Tyria's wondering if it's possible to help fix Sophos.
I'll say that if she lets you, you can, and then you can both get a long rest. But if Deianera doesn't want to
She's
share...
got band and a toolkit and everything, but she'll ask.
I mean, if I can get a long rest, that means you'd have to be like probably, what, 12 hours resting?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you'll allow that, I don't know if it's the supposed to be like working on it to bring him back or not, or if it's just literally.
I think it happens
fixing it.
during your long rest cycle. Like it's like Find Familiar.
No, this specifically the rules say like he will regain hit points on a long rest, but if he's outright destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
you have to spend 8 hours to fix it.
Okay. So yeah, you would have to spend the entire time.
Yeah. So Deianera will not have a long rest, I guess.
Okay. So you're not going to let...
And that's what Tyria is hoping to help.
Oh, so you will allow him, Tyria, to help?
if you'd like, yes.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I have a mending cantrip. I can add one.
So mending is a first level spell, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I have it as a
No,
cantrip.
mending's a
It is,
cantrip.
yeah.
Is mending only a
Mending-
cantrip?
Oh wait, no, hang on. It's totally a cantrip.
Oh.
Yeah.
As a cantrip,
no,
it
that's right.
isn't very powerful.
That's
It
right,
can
it
only
takes
do
a
like two, like
minute.
very, very tiny things, though.
That's right. It takes
Yeah.
a
It's not as
minute.
powerful as we expect it
And
to be.
yeah. Yep.
No,
it never is.
it's
no.
just a little help.
Unless you're Cadamus Warforged, in which case he gets to cheat.
Well, yeah, but
This
that's
is fair.
different.
He's got his 10th level ability that I gave him.
Yeah.
Good old Cadamus. He can fix everything except his own life. All right. So you
So
spend
yeah, if you allow that,
if you
to
let them
fix
get in on
everyone's
this, yeah,
hands,
they absolutely can help you.
Sure.
Okay.
She will kind of, I guess, she'll be
Just takes a minute.
pretty reluctant until it looks like it's taking a long time. Then probably lets Tyria give a hand because she's also worked on mechanical
Mhm.
instruments, so she probably allows that and brings back Sophos.
Okay. So everybody regenerate all of your hit points.
Sweet.
Get your spells.
Yay!
And you are going to have a nice long rest. It takes about 10 hours to have the long rest instead of 8, just for the extra time to build Sophos. Is there anything else you're doing during this rest time? Now, the ground is incredibly plush. You almost don't need a sleeping bag with how much moss and clover and greenery lies on the ground here. But, so you are all going to get a nice rest. Are you partaking of the fruits and vegetables of this clearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't seem
Yeah,
poisonous or
definitely.
toxic.
Mm,
Yeah.
And Forn, I think, would feel guilty
Oh,
after
no,
what
no.
he did to not eat one at least.
okay. Anyone who partakes, you will have succulent berries, grapes, apples. There are also citrus fruits. This bright orange fruit that is kind of like an orange, but it's a bit sweeter, growing in small clusters. Anybody who partakes is going to gain 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, yay.
As well,
Nice.
when you wake up the next morning, Tyria and Mystredo, you splash your face with a bit of water from your canteen and are going to feel the skin around your faces tight again.
Oh.
After a long rest, you have restored to your original ages.
All of us
how about
do?
the snake?
Yay.
The two of you who were aged, yes.
Well, at least now I know what to do when I get a little bit older. Dye my hair.
Mm.
Christ.
I need to take more vitamins for these guys. Everybody better.
Yes.
Oh, I've missed that. I'm glad you're all feeling better.
Yes. Us too.
I'll give Lenny a grape. Here, have a grape.
Juicy. I mean, juicy.
Okay, they can all have a grape.
Yes.
I mean, they all
No,
deserve treats.
No favorites.
I'm picturing them all just holding the grape in their mouth, chewing it slowly. So you just have this.
Mhm.
They don't
dramatic
chew. They're
arrangement,
snakes.
Partially,
No.
They're like, well,
partially snarfled. Oh,
Um.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you've got quite
Where
the,
do
the
they
arrangement.
go?
How do they know they're juicy if they don't bite into them?
They can
these
feel
are the
it.
questions
Squishy.
that I'm not paid to answer, folks. To find
Yep.
out, join the
I don't-
Patreon.
It's magic. It's just magic.
Whoa, it's magic.
All right.
Lenny just holds his in his cheek, like a chipmunk.
All right. So, the next morning, you awaken, you refresh. What else are you doing? Are you just ready to go?
I think so. Gwylan's raring to go.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to have a look at the tree to see if it's healed any itself, or if we need to put a band-aid on it.
A band-aid would be preferable, yeah. A cure wounds would
Okay.
probably do some work.
Yes. Okay. I think it's the least, we could do. So yeah, she'll cure wounds.
Okay, roll it.
Yeah, that's only fair. Where is the cure wounds? It is D8 plus 3. 7.
Okay.
How about a little?
You'll heal 7 points of damage on Berifa.
The tree.
And Berifa will
Hmm.
shake itself to consciousness. Yes. Thank you
Is that
for
better?
your consideration. Fire
You're
is
welcome.
not my friend.
No. No. We're very sorry, and we thank you for your hospitality and generosity. It's very kind.
Of course. Come this way. Progress down the passage there. It points off to the side, and you see this row of trees just part like curtains, leading down this corridor to the east. Follow that, and you will find yourself at the tomb.
Thank you.
Strange. I have not seen another creature like yourself come through here. Quite some time. Decades?
Who's kind? Which
Someone was here 20 years ago.
Yes. A beautiful woman. Human. I think. Came through. Decades?
Coming or going.
Returning. Through the... heading in. To the Feywild. Are any of you still wearing any of the finery from the ball?
Oh,
Probably.
Unless you acquired new clothes or put them back on, I'm guessing probably not.
Okay.
Like how? I forget how it was.
It was like 3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago. I think Deianera will probably be back in her normal
Okay.
clothes because the finery is more like her stuff specifically is very jangly and jingly, so she would have put on back her normal like traveling.
Forn and Mystredo, it gestures down to your clothing. Yes, I remember that. And you'll see that one of the thing, like, on there, is the house symbol of King Manos. Similar to, like, an omega symbol.
Yeah.
I recognize that. She wore it on her cloak.
Oh.
A brooch pin, just like that one.
Mystredo's gonna look at Gwylan. So it's like,
What?
I think that
What?
might be. Do you know who?
Inone?
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Remember the time vortex? Sopho said it had been 3 weeks, and we had to pass through the tunnel. Who knows how long it makes it?
You think that it's been 20 years out there?
Well, points at Tyria.
Well, in that case, there doesn't seem like much point in trying to actually
20
finish our
years in
adventure because then
here.
everyone would have died.
But it would
Not
be
Might as well
20
just go to
years
bed.
in
Everyone would
here.
starve to death.
No, it would be 20 years
Did-
in here.
Manos,
And then you
King
go
Manos
back
mentioned
through.
what happened to his wife.
that,
She
yeah.
she died of illness or something,
Oh yeah, she died. Yeah,
I think.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It was dead.
I mean, maybe.
Did she
I
tell
just-
you her name?
Maybe.
Yeah, we should ask that part.
No.
Oh,
Remember what
Cass,
she looked like?
Yeah.
Even if it's been 20 years?
A beautiful woman with golden hair.
Oh, so not Inone.
I mean, there are disguises and people do dye their hair.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but what would be
Maybe
the
not.
reason to disguise yourself here of all places?
yeah.
I mean, maybe she disguised herself when she left. I don't know. I don't think it's her. I think it's
Like,
something else.
Why would I didn't
It might
Inone
not
get
be, yeah.
sucked into the
Piercing-
liquids? Like what?
Piercing eyes.
Doesn't matter.
The color of seawater. Can I get...
It's not her.
Give me an int check.
Everybody.
Just intelligence.
Just intelligence.
Just
let-
intelligent.
Intelligence.
5.
13.
You say 18, Tyria?
16.
No, 13.
13? Forn?
16.
16?
Straight int 14.
Oh, sorry. 14. 14.
Forn. The color that she's describing really reminds you of the princess and the prince. Both had very striking blue eyes.
Ooh.
Although they had the
Ooh.
dark hair of their father, for certain.
Mm. Mm.
But he definitely did not have blue eyes. He definitely is brown and black through and through.
You might be referring to the wife of King Manos.
That's what I was wondering.
Hmm.
Possible.
Well, maybe we'll meet her on the other side.
Yes. Saying she should succumb to illness is a lot easier to explain than she went into the Fae and never
True.
came back.
So, did she never came back, or did she go both ways, or did you only see her the once?
I only saw her heading through.
And is this the only entrance?
The Fae
Yes.
is magical. It could.
I think there is another passage on the other side, but to the Feywild, there are many ways back.
So, might have just gone and come back.
It was
Yeah,
perhaps
but wasn't
1 or 2 decades ago. Time is strange.
Mm-hmm.
You can say that again. Well,
Yes.
it's something to keep in mind anyway.
well, wasn't the king's ascension also mentioned to be kind of odd? What if there's a deal made?
I doesn't ring a bell, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
No, but who would mention that? As a lot of the locals were not happy with Manos being the king of this area, or his realm.
Well, there's a lot of people who aren't happy with any king that takes over a realm, so
That's
forgive my
that's true.
cynicism.
Well,
Anyway, thank you for your gracious hospitality. Gwylan will give the what's her name? Belle
Berifa.
Berifa? We'll give Berifa a bow, and then we'll start walking to the pathway that was revealed, and we'll head down.
All right. You step through the tunnel, and the trees will regrow behind you. However, as you are wandering, instead of seeing the stone floor, everything beyond this point is that lush carpet of clover and moss. The walls are still stone, and as you make your way down, you'll find that you come to a point where the passageway stretches out in front of you, but immediately to the north is a large chamber, glowing with the brightest light you have seen in days, like sun at noon. And as you step into this tunnel, you see pillars flanking an immense sarcophagus. And on the other side of it, an old stone dais with a shimmering door at the center of it.
What does the sarcophagus depict?
Yeah.
Depicts a human man with a
Do we know
long...
whose tomb it is? Just the tomb?
Anybody who can make me a history roll.
Probably...
Yeah.
Isn't the
Yeah,
name of the
this-
tomb?
The Zonos.
Oh, right. Hmm.
Zenos, not Zonos.
Zenos?
Zonos,
Yes,
Zonos, something
Right,
or
it's
other?
Zenos.
That would make sense for this to be that tomb.
Zenono, Zenino,
I am
Zono.
named after the tomb.
Oh, that's true.
So it's
Yes.
my last name.
Hmm.
The sarcophagus depicts a human man in his later years, looking rather kingly. His ears are slightly tapered, just the barest bit, and he has a rather androgynous face, aside from the curling beard, which is it looks like it's very well carved and very well manicured in these like deep ringlets. But just picture David Bowie with a wizard beard, clutching an immense scythe-like labrys, double-headed axe. But the clothes are almost high elven in origin, flowing into these like broad points, this huge mantle. It's very flashy. And you can see carved at one of his feet is a lyre, and at the other, an orb. Some type of orb that contains an image of the moon inside of it. What do you all do?
And I think she's gonna.
Tyria's
Gwylan's-
Give it a little
Got it.
bow.
Yeah.
I think Gwylan's gonna just kind of take a look at all the iconography on it, but then we'll just head towards the portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you take a moment, you ponder the orb, you ponder the labrys, and a little bit of your thief sense is going to twitch. There's a good chance he was buried with those.
Well, I'm not proficient in that, so we'll leave that for someone else.
Okay. As you look ahead,
Is there any?
Mystredo, is there any...
Just wondering if there was any writing around the sarcophagus. Anything?
There is writing, actually, in Arkosian Common that says, May the King of the Fae rest for all ages here in his sleeping bed.
King of the Fae.
Conqueror. Explorer.
Fae.
Wanderer. And first, beyond the gate. Lord among elves. King among the ageless.
Well, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Just, the way they describe him, they obviously thought highly of him. Or want everybody to believe that they thought highly of him.
Gwylan,
Yeah.
can you, and can anybody who's right here, give me a perception or investigation roll if you're looking at the tomb specifically? Gwylan, you said you were looking at it for quite a while. Make me a perception or investigation roll, but Gwylan, you have advantage.
I perceive very well with a nat 20 or an 18 plus perception.
You are going to see that on the statue's hands are a pair of carved rings that look very familiar. In
I can't
fact,
hear anything.
you saw one of those rings Whoever's typing, you're typing loud.
Oh, I think Kelle lost audio.
Kelle, you lost
So she
audio?
can't see.
Hit refresh. That doesn't help. Someone say hit refresh.
Yeah.
No, got it.
Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird. Hit the wrong button.
Okay, that happens. Okay.
Buttons everywhere, man.
So, Gwylan, with that nat 20, you're going to recognize that those rings on each of the crossed hands over the labrys, you've seen one of those
Yeah.
on King Manos's hand. One of them.
Hold on. All right, I wasn't gonna do this. I would like to try and open the sarcophagus.
Looking down with that nat 20, and anybody who gets a 15 or higher on that roll are also going to notice the sarcophagus has scrape marks around it,
We're not the first ones here.
and the lid is not completely straight. It's mostly straight.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Okay.
I am checking to see what's already been taken. Because
I'm
that
assuming
ring,
it
and she
would
points at the
be-
ring finger, was on King Manos's hand.
Which
Yes.
one? The one that he lost?
Actually, yes.
Yes?
Tyria's gonna turn an increasingly
Do you
red.
Want to
shade of
get
pink.
him a new hand?
No,
I
the
am-
ring. I want to see if the ring is the same ring. If it was, that means they've looted
That's a
this
good-
already, and things should need to be put back.
That's a good point.
But we
But
won't know
where's his
unless-
hand?
Step back from the sarcophagus.
I don't care about the hand.
No.
I care about the ring.
Yeah, but if he's got the ring, it was on the hand.
Wait, Mystredo,
So we're
didn't
checking
the,
to see if the rings are on the corpse in the tomb.
Yes.
Just
So-
whatever. And
Okay,
Gwylan
let's
just, like,
find out.
pushes, like she's got her spear
Yeah,
up to
yeah,
leverage
that's
to try
fine.
and shove
Yeah.
this thing open.
Okay.
All right, so make me a strength roll with advantage, Gwylan. Forn, what are you trying to say?
I was about to say, it's like, I was looking at Mystredo, it's like, Mystredo, didn't you say the line mentioned something about being ageless?
Well, I don't know if that means you can take him apart.
No, I'm just saying, what if there's not even a body here?
Well, that's possible.
I mean, ageless does not mean invincible. You can
But
still
it doesn't.
strike
Yeah, it
someone
doesn't
through the
mean
heart.
dead. Yeah.
It
No,
doesn't mean he
but
was
ageless means you
ageless.
So
Just their
I
thing.
got, if we're just doing straight
Okay.
strength,
Yeah.
it'll be a 14. If it's athletics or anything else, if it's athletics, it would be a 13 or a 17.
All right, so
14.
using the lever of your spear, you are
You know
going
what?
to.
I'm gonna use my determination, the
All
last one
right.
for the game.
Sounds
+3.
great. You are going to crack open the tomb, and less gross air than you expect is going to come out. Or maybe exactly as much as you expect. Because as you pop the tomb open, it's going to grind to the side. You are going to see that the body is there. It's quite decrepit. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years have pretty much turned it into not much more than a skeleton with bits of paper-thin flesh clinging to it. He's still holding his labrys. There's a lute and an orb, but you can see where the hands have been pulled clear and the jeweled rings have been taken.
Okay, so the rings are gone. At least everything else is still here. I think she kind of like will wander around and will like maybe kind of just curiously like poke at the orb, but will otherwise leave everything
You're
intact.
touching the orb, are you?
But yeah, it's a cool orb.
Do me a favor, make me a charisma save.
God damn it.
Good God.
12.
Okay, one moment, please. So Gwylan, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to roll me a d10. Okay.
Okay, I got a 3.
Okay, so let's just count up. As you touch that, you are going to feel cold rip out over your flesh, and you are going to hear a voice in your mind. Take me. Take me with you, Gwylan. Use me. Raise those who have fallen. Return us to the time before. The gods may have sealed us away, but you can bring us back to an age undreamed of. Return us and sit at our side alongside the great white worm. And you are going to see images of snarling fangs and white scales in your mind. You are very tempted to take this orb. In fact, I think you're going to take this orb.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I sleight of hand pocket it? How big is it? Like.
It is
Big,
like a
big,
crystal
big?
ball.
Okay. But probably small enough that I can probably like pocket it.
You can probably do it, yeah.
I would like to sleight of hand to sneakily stick this in my pocket.
Okay. Sleight of hand, please, with disadvantage because you're being watched very closely by Tyria.
Sure.
Not that closely because
Also, no,
he's
Deianera
bound,
is
but at least
100% like, we are not grave robbing.
Disadvantage, huh?
Yeah, what'd you
10.
get? Okay. So she's going to take it out and just kind of like...
No,
Arrow.
no. Put it
What?
back. Put it back.
Notched Arrow.
I can destroy them.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let me.
No,
Gonna
no
extend a
need
hand
for
to take
anything
it.
here. I'm just gonna put
I
this
don't
right
think you should
back where I found it,
Yeah.
and is going to try and put it back down.
Take me with you.
Yes, please.
Am I actually able to put it down? Is
You
the
may make
question.
me, at threat, you may make me another charisma save.
Oh, jeez.
Is this with disadvantage or just straight?
Just straight.
Just
Okay.
led astray
Ah.
too many times.
16.
Can I can I try to numb her hand and make her
Oh, yeah, yeah.
drop it?
16.
16? Okay. So yeah, you could, Forn will put his hand on yours and just like slowly push it down with you and you'll be able to release it. But man, that's a cool orb.
That was not supposed to happen. I did not mean to grab. I did not mean to take it.
Everyone who looks
I did
down
not plan to.
Good.
is going to
Good.
see a huge slitted
Huh.
green eye looking up at you from inside the orb.
Ah!
And I'm pretty sure it was sealed by gods and
Just
Great.
wants
gonna
to.
reach for that lid of the sarcophagus. and
Yes,
start
right.
Yeah, let's put this
push.
back.
Put that back. Night,
It's
night.
back already.
Night, night, creepy eye. Night, night, creepy eye.
Yep. Gwen's gonna step back and is gonna start helping push it, the sarcophagus
Mhm.
closed.
Okay. You will easily be able to push it closed.
Sing it a nice lullaby.
And as you push it closed, you are going to see that on the other side, which is the sheath of vines, is this glowing portal north. Just waiting for you.
Deianera is not mincing words. She's just gonna straight for the portal.
Yep. No, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't like this place.
No more wasting time.
We go
Yes.
together, right? Not one at a time?
Yes. All together.
No, that,
Sure, let's
Let's
all
go.
link arms like some great happy
Hold
family.
hands.
That's actually a great idea.
Yes.
We could use the
I think he's
yarn.
being so sarcastic.
I have the +5 sarcasm.
All right. Stepping through the portal. Can I get a dex save off of everyone?
One big happy.
4.
Okay.
17.
24 for me and a 5.
No.
Nope.
What is that?
Sophos
7 for
can
her.
roll with advantage.
15.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Still 7 for Sophos.
All right. Forn, what'd you get?
3 later.
21.
21. Gwylan.
17.
17. All right. You step through the portal and suddenly reality shifts around you. You feel yourself jerked all around. Reality spins. Tyria, you hit the ground in a heap. Mystredo, Forn, Gwylan, and Deianera falling on top of you. And you find yourself suddenly in this gorgeous landscape. The ground around you is made of purple flowers. Streams flow all around you through the air, as if gravity didn't exist. Birds overhead fly, transforming, breaking into smaller birds that explode into shapes. And as you look around, you'll hear a clip-clop, clip-clop, as a creature looms into view, kind of looking at you from where you're all kind of like laying or huddled around the ground on the other side of the portal. It's a dark-skinned humanoid with this long goatee, which is only fitting given the goat horns atop its head. It turns its head upside down looking at you while adjusting its loincloth for modesty. And then says, "Hello there. Are you here for the party?" The satyr says to you.
Party?
Of course.
"Oh, great. King Oberon's
no.
expecting you."
Who?
What?
I think we'll call game
I mean,
there for
who?
today.
Jeez.
All right.
Oh no.
Kings.
So many kings.
It's just Oberon.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
just
fine.
Oberon.
Sure.
Just
It's
Oberon.
Just a little Oberon as a treat. Hey, folks, congratulations. You've made it to the Feywild. You went through the Labyrinth of Zenos, and you even made it to level 6.
Whoa!
Wow.
Yay!
So fancy.
It's a very busy day.
Yes. So Kelly,
Yeah.
quick question.
Yeah.
I will talk with you probably off stream about, because I get another terrain and creature type to be favored. So I will
This
talk
sounds
to you
great.
about what would be good options for that. Because I had a funny feeling that this might be a level, so I was researching what the rangers get.
What? Why would why would I ever give you a level?
I know.
I know. Gwylan, are you going to level 4 rogue or level 3 sorcerer?
Level 3 sorcerer.
Oh, 3 and 3. Damn. All right. Everybody else is sticking with their main classes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. We'll see.
We'll see. Well, let me
I
know
had a
before
plan
next
for
game.
Deianera. Yeah, I know. I think I had a plan for Deianera. I wanted to get her at least to level 5 to get that extra attack, but I'm might be doing something with her.
Okay. Well, we will deal with that next game. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had some fun there. You guys went the exact opposite way I expected through the labyrinth. You missed my favorite monster ever. The horde.
Is it a mimic?
It's a horde mimic. It's a big pile of treasure that's actually a mimic.
I
love them.
saw
That
Kelle
sounds
saw
really
that in the
cute.
map and thought that's gonna be bad.
You missed the workshop where all these mechanisms were made. You missed the demon that was bound in it. You missed the kobolds that had invaded through a hole in the wall.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
There was
we needed
See,
needed
we
to
got
be an
through
arc on its
alive.
own.
it's a
Yeah.
big ass labyrinth. I might post a version of this in our Discord. So go check out the Discord if you're not already a member.
Save it for later. Other
Save it for later.
adventures
Or the
could fall through.
Or the
it.
Patreon. I'll put it in the Patreon Discord. That'll work.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Big thank you to Bookwyrm Games for sponsoring this stream. I hope you all come back tonight at 7 p.m. for the public release of Old Gods of Appalachia at 7 p.m. Pacific. And I really appreciate you all playing. I hope you had a good time this game. And I love you big much. If you want to support the stream and get a bunch of additional content, and it's the amount of additional content is honestly growing by the day, head over to patreon.com/dorktales, where for as little as a couple bucks, you can help make this stream happen, because it is very expensive to run this stream and it is my job. So I would really, really appreciate if you joined the ranks of our wonderful patrons, such as our divine producers, my mom, hi mom, Professor Multiverse, who is going to be releasing some trouble for us very shortly. Our demonic producer Precarious, our wizards of the Patreon, Tabby the Forever Cleric. I almost said Taryn the Forever Cleric, but Taryn's almost she's the Forever Fangirl. Tabby the Forever Cleric and the Ink Goblin. And speaking of Taryn, our High Council of the Patreon includes Taryn, Buddy, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Karasha, Urquhart, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, and Mike Baxter. Big love to all of you, and I hope you all have a great Sunday. We'll be back in 2 weeks here with Dreams of Arkos, episode 8. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Take care, y'all.